All right, welcome everybody to Adventures on Tap's Twitch stream where we're playing Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk. We are now on our 27th session of this adventure. So if it's your first time joining, first of all, welcome. If you are interested in figuring out what we've already done within this adventure, you can find it in our link tree below on our YouTube channel. But if you're not familiar with us, we're a Central Florida organization that runs TTRPG events in breweries for charity. So we've clearly taken to the Twitch world. So we do still support charity in that our charity sponsor, or excuse me, not sponsor, but the charity that we are um, what am I brain? I'm brain farting, but supporting. That's the word I was looking for our Twitch streams is Child's Play. So it's a nationwide organization, but we specifically support the Central Florida chapter with that link there below on the right, that big purple button. So please consider donating. It's a great organization that gamifies recovery for children. And in general, it does impact our game as well. Well, in terms of affecting how we interact with that. But on the note of interactions, there's also channel points as well. So as you're watching, you can exchange those channel points in for different emojis or interactions with the game. So please consider doing so. But again, welcome to our 27th session of Phandelver and Below. Um, Traditionally, we like to go around this virtual table that we have here and kind of go over who's who, who they're playing tonight, and what they are drinking. So I'm trying to get to the stream. I believe it's usually Garrett.
It is. Greetings, all. As said, I am Garrett. Tonight I am playing Nib Farkle, the Goblin Blood Hunter, uh, general, giver of chaos. And tonight I am taking a page out of both the Chris book and the Joe book. I didn't go out and get anything to drink, but I do have some homemade mead. So this is an apple mead, apple juice, apple cider, a bunch of apple things. I just threw honey in it, and it's called a step mead. So I just added honey, let it sit for a bit, added some more apple juice, added some more honey, and just let it keep fermenting and fermenting until it got as high of an alcohol tolerance as possible. So we might be in for extra chaos tonight. We'll see.
All right, and my name is Ken, and tonight I'll be playing Tregal Evelov, and I am drinking the Guavacation sour from Ivanhoe.
Oh, Ken? Oh, there he goes. Well, I guess we'll move on. My name is Chris. Oh, wait. Ken?
I heard him the whole time, but he did go away on the stream. So Ken, just do yours again.
Oh, you heard him? I didn't hear him. He cut
I
out
heard
right at
like
the
he
beginning.
stopped in the middle and then ran again.
Oh,
So just do it over again. Oh, he died again.
That's that's awkward.
He was complaining about computer issues.
streaming or internet issues.
Well, Chris,
Um,
go ahead and take it over.
yeah, go ahead, Chris.
All right. Well, my name is Chris, and I am playing Ragnar, the human barbarian. And tonight I am also drinking a mead, but I am drinking a cherry cheesecake mead that I made.
And just before we're moving on, a little cheers to Chris for subscribing to AOT for 5 months.
Cheers, Chris. Thank you. So kind. Okay, is it my turn or
Nope,
we're
it's you.
moving on from Ken? Okay. I'm Ferg. I'm playing Barry the Turtle Druid this evening, as well as the others before. I still have my good old faithful space cowboy from Crooked Can. Um, and yeah, let's blow up some more spiders and learn about their anatomy.
And hello there, I am Kyle, and I took a page out of Ferg's book, and I went with the You're My Boy Blue from, actually, I don't even know where this is from. Florida Avenue Brewing Company. So, and I am playing Sky Spirit Flight, a Wood Elf Ranger tonight.
Nice. All right, and I am Joe. I am our GM for this series. Naturally, I did not show with beer. It is. I underestimated getting a puppy, let alone a husky puppy. Days have been a blur as of recent. So I am drinking awesome H2O for tonight. So yeah. So traditionally, before we get started with any of our events, we like to do a cheers beforehand. So at the count of three, go ahead and grab whatever you're drinking, and cheers with us saying to adventure. So 3, 2, 1.
To
To
adventure.
adventure.
All right. So as far as what happened, our last session, enlightened by their second trip to Cragmaw Castle, the party returned once more to Phandalin, intent on helping Gundren secure Wave Echo Cave. His scouts had reported back noting a campsite within the cave, but there was no sign of Gundren's brothers. Instead, a nest of large spiders had taken over the area. Venturing into the caverns, the party devised a plan to deal with the infestation. Just as they were about to strike, Ragnar informed the group that he couldn't see a thing. So with a spark, fire ignited the webs, casting the room into flickering light as the assault began. The party expertly targeted abdomens, cephalothoraxes, legs, rectolathoraxes, which are non-existent, but it was funny and had to be mentioned, and spinnerets. So we learned a lot about spider anatomy on the last session. If you couldn't pick that up. The entrance to the cave is secure for now, but will more anatomy lessons follow as they press deeper into the chambers? We'll find out in today's episode. All right, let me pull y'all over. All right, so we are now here in the aftermath of the onslaught of giant spiders. So as a reminder, you're in an open cavern right now with
Tights and
tights and mites.
They're,
Yeah, we'll
I
just
assume
say
there's
both.
top and bottom, right?
Yeah.
Mites from the floor, tights from the ceiling.
I'm gonna put like my own like little cheat sheet in Roll20 just for me to open that up every time I have to mention those things, because for some reason it is just not remaining in my memory.
G and C. That's all it is.
Yeah, you have to. I don't know, but if I could figure out the inner workings of why my brain decides to remember or not remember things, man, I'd be
Yeah.
doing
Definitely.
great.
So
Yeah.
true.
So as a reminder, there was like bedrolls and what appeared to be like a temporary campsite there at the northwest side of the cavern.
And like a skeleton,
Gundren.
if I recall properly, right?
Yes.
Are these where your brothers were?
All right. Let's see what accent comes out today. Uh, well, you know what? I feel like I either go to like a Cockney British accent or a Russian accent usually consistently. So I'm Gundren is just going to be Russian.
Well,
And
god
we'll
dang
see if
it, brother.
yeah, we'll see as I continue with this conversation if it stays Russian.
God.
It's like
Golly, Sergeant Carter.
it's like yes, this looks like where they would have camped. I see. It looks like there's a body there. I'm afraid to look. Can somebody take a look at this?
I will examine it.
I can't see anything, so
And
Oh,
Trigal
someone-
will go over. Trigal will go over to the body and kneel down and take a look.
Okay. So I
What?
know. I think I mentioned skeleton. It's not a skeleton, just a corpse. And I think
Okay.
I even confirmed in the beginning here that yes, skeleton, but it's a corpse. Wrapped in web specifically.
Okay. I will take out a knife and start cutting away some of the webs, and try to do so in such a way that I'm keeping myself between the body and Gundren until I can figure out whether this is a dwarf or some other species.
Okay. Um, so you start peeling back the web with the knife as you're kind of pulling it all back and kind of peering in, and you see that it does appear to be a dwarven male.
Hmm. I don't know if I can tell. Does it look like there's any kind of family resemblance to Gundren?
Yeah.
And honestly, as an elf, I don't know whether all dwarves look alike to me or.
Yeah, let's do.
Whoa.
I like that. Hmm.
Hmm.
We'll do
Look at
it.
the beard. That tells a lot.
I'm trying to think. Like, I guess history, like, cause just the recollection of, dwarves and what they look like in your crossing, or an investigation to kind of like side glance over at Gundren or so to see if like they look kind of similar. Make any
I'll
decision.
do an investigation. They're both the same for me, but I'll flavor it as an investigation. Oh crap! That should not have been with advantage. It's just a flat
3.
3. So nope.
I could. Could I
Appears to be a
assist to make
dwarven
it
male
advantage?
with
Yeah.
like auburn beard.
Okay. Uh, I I will stand, or I will turn around over my shoulder and I will say, "Oh, Gundren, sadly, this is a dwarf. Um, a dwarf gentleman, auburn beard."
No, no, no. That must be Nundro. Oh no! As he like scrambles over to
I'll step
the
out of the
area,
way.
and he like gets down on the ground and he's like, Nundro, no! This can't be real. Whoever did this will pay. This. Oh no! This. And he's just kind of distraught that he's seeing his brother unexpected to find him dead. Um, you know, clearly so. And coming to the verge of tears, screaming, "No, Nundro, why?"
Can
Oh,
can I see about like how old the body is? Like if this is recent, is this something we could assist with or no?
Um, yeah, so it definitely appears dead for sure, if that's what you mean. Like you're
But
trying to
like, is it
see.
still warm? Like, did this happen recently, or is it cold to the
Yeah, yeah,
touch?
yeah. Okay.
Like,
You can
this
go
he's
ahead and
been
roll
here
a
for a bit.
medicine if you want to
Okay.
check.
Wait, was this a body or just skeletons?
A
I
body.
mistakenly
Well,
said skeleton.
bodies have
Of course.
skeletons, so I mean,
Yes.
I'd say both. 12.
um. So when you put your hand in his skin, you can feel very very faint warmth. That this had to have been your guesstimate within the past couple days. Um.
I'm gonna yell over across the cavern while carving up a steak out of the spider. Be like, it seems like the guys that did this already paid. If I'm honest with you,
This
and
may
Yeah.
be
I'm gonna just
some.
carve one steak out of each of them. So,
But somebody
Or
probably
giant spider
brought him
steaks.
here.
Yes. And I will step up and put a hand on Gundren's shoulder and say, if it's any consolation, he sleeps with Kalimvor now. Kalimvor will watch over him in the
Ooh.
afterlife.
Respectfully, my friend, I don't believe it. Kind words, but whoever the black spider, he has something to do with this. He brought the spiders, so he must die. We must find him. I will
Oh,
kill him with my
oof.
bare hands.
Well,
I
well,
I fully agree, Gundren. We will hunt him down. He will
Yeah.
pay.
we'll kill them. I don't know
Indeed.
if you should necessarily be close, but we'll kill him.
We will deal with the threat.
I can
yes.
try to hold him down.
Real quick, we just had Gideon subscribe with another sub for 8 months in a row, and he commented almost a year. So we're almost at 1
Dang.
year doing this,
Yeah,
guys.
boy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. To
All
think.
right. Cheers.
Wow.
Still the same game.
Wow, jeez.
And we're not even level
And
5
we're-
yet.
Taking our time.
Nope.
wow. Wow. Okay.
Well, yeah, it's funny because I'm pretty sure like this full adventure, I think they project like 10 sessions
No.
or excuse me, full half like Lost Mines of Phandelver. This full
Yeah,
half of the
yeah.
game is supposed to be their projection of like 10 to 12 sessions, and we've
But isn't the estimate in the
assuming
books
they're
like
normal
for
people.
6-hour sessions?
Yeah.
Or it's like 5 or 6
Oh.
hour sessions?
Well, it's
I feel like they're
for-
always off anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not for people that are a bunch of screw up DMs like we are.
This is
Who want to
true.
know every little detail about every little thing? Yeah.
Yes. Barry's gonna go over and like kneel down, and I'm gonna do some druid craft, and you'll see like a flicker of like fireflies, and a like a peaceful like meadow kind of surrounds the body, and a little bit of wind starts to to blow the grass, and I'll just say, I'm sorry, and we we will find the corruption that that has done this to your brother, and also that defiles the beasts and nature of this place.
Well, I appreciate all of your kind words, and I hope that you will enact vengeance with me, or bring me to it. I'm simply but a merchant that joined the party with you all, but I would like to kill this black spider, whatever he may be.
Well, good for you, bud, because now you shall become the merchant of death within this cave. We
I
wouldn't
like
even
the
trade
sound
you
of
for some woman.
Trade you for some what?
It was it's a political thing.
Huh.
There was like a WNBA player or something that was like in prison in Russia, and the U.S. traded the
Oh.
merchant of death
Yeah.
for her, and it seems like a lopsided trade.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
It was
Sorry.
like when
derailing.
the Lakers traded Marc Gasol for Pau Gasol. No.
I have no context here. All right, well, there's got to be more farther in, so I say we go for them.
For sure. We need to be on the lookout for more spiders.
And just to be clear, Gary, your other brother's in here too, right?
Gundren.
Oh yeah, good. You talk to me?
Always.
I don't even know what accent.
It doesn't matter at
Yeah.
this point. That's the best part.
All my
Gonna sell
NPCs
some
are
pizza
just
pie
have
soon.
conflicting accents every time. I speak.
Mamma mia. I lost the
Yeah.
Menunjo.
Actually,
Oh, we have
I've
to watch
not
out for my third brother, Prosciutto.
I have to look
Bruschetta.
for
Bruschetta.
Tharden is my other brother.
Third, apologies.
All right, cool. We'll keep an eye out
Yes,
for him.
Tharden.
If these spiders only got to, this guy recently, we might have a chance with your brother if he got past the spiders.
Yes, I'm afraid of the same death, but I will keep hope, keep the vengeance alive to continue to hopefully save Tharden. He's in much trouble. We must go now. We may
Yes.
make haste.
All right. Well, somebody with light lead the way.
Knock knock.
Okay, so we're out of game. We're all gonna head off right now, deeper into the
Continuing
caves.
forward, yeah.
Okay, then in that case,
Ken, do you need a
Tragal-
rest or something?
Tragal is gonna pull out a potion of healing and down it.
It's just if we go any longer, my transformation only lasts an hour. So
Sure.
we either keep going or
keep
we do a
going,
long
yeah.
rest.
No. We'll go ahead and I'll just take the potion and
Okay.
it won't hold us up.
Oh, perfect. Is this up, Joe, or across?
Or is this
Down.
down?
Down?
Oh, so this is like into a pit. Okay.
I
Yeah,
will.
I just realized that it wasn't the wall that was there was just a straight wall instead of a one way. See it.
How far down?
Ragnar, watch your step.
So you see that this pit drops probably about 20 feet. You see a rope, however, attached to a like a pick to keep it up. I'm trying to like a hook.
Too slow, and I'm gonna like swing myself over the edge and use my claws in the wall and just scrape down.
All right. I'd say just because it's cool, roll acrobatics with advantage.
What about athletics?
Athletics makes sense. Go
All
ahead.
right. There's one. So that looks cocked. What is that? It's a 15. And then a 22.
Nice. So you successfully do that.
Wow!
If you want to add some flavor to that or not.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna slide down about halfway and then push off the wall and do a cool backflip and land in a superhero pose and go, "Take that, Tragal!"
Very nicely done.
Hey, there's a dude here. And I'd like to investigate whatever this corpse is. It looks pretty gross.
Yeah, so slumped at the bottom back part of this pit. You see a body of a similarly strange goblin with an elongated skull and green streaks on its skin.
Ah, it's more than his infected goblins. Can I search his stuff, see if he has anything on him?
Sure. So he's basically just wearing filthy rags at this point. He doesn't clearly identify as Cragmaw, being that you've already kind of experienced this. You don't see any indications that this was like a converted Cragmaw goblin or anything. And that's it. Yeah, he's just wearing filthy rags, nothing else on him.
He's got nothing. I'm gonna look around, see if there's an exit down here. And I'd like to. It looks like there are these cave mouths.
Yes.
All right. Can I see anything down the passageway? My dark vision is what, 30 feet?
It's funny that they said, why do they block these? I guess they want me to manually move you to them or something, but it's interesting that they didn't put like, I don't know, a door or not even a door.
Oh, 60
really
feet.
isn't, yeah, so long as you have dark vision, yeah, you can see that it's just a short like tunnel of about 5 to 10 feet, opening up to another what appears to be like a series of mine shafts.
All right,
You
and then I'm
see
gonna go over and
cross sections from where you're at.
check out the other one too.
To the right. So this appears to open to a long stretch hallway. Again, a series of passages. That there is portions that are leading downward, upward, and across from where you're at. So I
Alright,
would try to remove the light
You're good.
barrier, but it would remove.
I'm gonna try to do something here. I would like to get the scent of Gundren and see if I can smell a similar scent. I'm going to stand in the middle here and try and smell whether I smell it left or right.
Oh, okay.
So, like, essentially, I'm trying to sniff out someone who smells like him, like a brother. And if I
Okay.
can detect if it's coming from more left or more right.
Sure, I believe you can roll with an advantage on that for.
Correct, because of my nose. Would you like investigation?
Yeah.
Or
that works.
yeah, that makes sense. And that is advantage. Well, that did me a lot of good. 11.
You do catch faint scent of dwarf, but the scent is old. Right, the trail is kind of died out. You're not entirely sure what direction it's going.
Well, they definitely came through here, but I can't determine which way. We gotta go, guys. So, anyone else have any ideas?
Gundren, you want me to throw you across?
No, it's
Uh,
down.
Yes,
It's
friend.
down.
I don't think you can see
Oh,
right
it's just
now.
down.
Yes, it's just a pit.
My
Yes.
question still stands.
I do not
Look,
want to be thrown, but thank you.
He could grab you and he could jump down and he'll probably be safe.
I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
have
rushes
There's
down
a rope,
the
you
rope.
idiots.
Yeah.
I have my my control or produce flame up, so I have a little flicker of fire in my palm, illuminating the way.
All right, well,
How
the
much
way I
strength
see
does
this,
that give,
guys,
so I can add that to your thing.
there's either we go right and there's a long hallway, or we go left and there's short hallway and all of them have like mine shafts and stuff. So it's kind of a flip of a coin here, unless anyone has any other ideas.
Flip a coin.
Did that work for everybody? Well, I guess Ragnar and Sky, do you see light around Barry?
I think it
Oh,
worked.
I can't see
Sky
anything.
has
Oh, yes.
dark vision, so I see.
I guess those that don't have dark vision, which I think is just
I think it's just-
Ragnar
Oh,
and
no longer
And
see.
Barry.
I can see it now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, bro. There's a rope over here,
Oh.
Raggy.
I didn't see the rope.
Mhm.
Or I mean, you could probably just jump.
All right.
To be
I'll
honest.
use the rope. Kind of lame, but okay.
You'll manage.
You could have jumped off and dug your picks into the wall and slid down like I did with my claws.
The bear's
No, that
gonna
would
climb
would
too.
really-
Hey,
No,
hey,
sharpen it.
Ragnar.
You sharpen your picks on stone, don't you?
No, I have to sharpen it after I've been hitting stone.
Okay.
Hey, Ragnar. I bet you can't catch Ursa. I bet
What do
you
you mean?
5 bags that you can't catch Ursa.
You gotta understand something. I have the best bag known to man right now.
But it could hold even more bags.
Taking your bet.
And
Alright.
I'm gonna,
After the bear.
I'm gonna tell Ursa to jump into Ragnar's hands, basically.
I'm gonna
just
take like 2 steps back.
All right.
Yeah,
Ragnar, I guess go ahead and roll a strength check. I guess flat strength.
just jumps.
Not advantage. 14.
Hold on a second.
Weight of a bear.
Yeah. How much does a bear weigh in?
Grizzly bear has got to be
Yeah.
like 1.5, 2 ton. Like the thing's
An
massive.
Well, I don't think
average
it's
for a
grizzly,
black
it's
bear
a
is
brown
about
bear, right?
200 to 250.
I overestimated that real bad.
I would.
It's not-
Wait, hold on. A black bear. I thought this is a grizzly.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm less concerned. He could have fit into
Black
way
bear.
more of the spaces we were concerned about previously.
Yeah. So you were able to catch him just barely. You almost faltered and fell over, but you're still just kind of wobbling, stabilizing, holding the bear, and Ursa just looks at you like, "Hmm?"
See? Nope. Problem.
You can put them down. It's okay. You don't need to get like back pain or anything.
All right, give me my bags.
All right. Oh, see,
Alright,
I
so
have
what are
them
we
on
doing?
layaway back in town.
The average grizzly bear.
You know
is
what?
about
I'll add
600
5 more
pounds.
to that for you.
What was that?
Oh, I was just saying. I looked up. The average grizzly bear is about 600 pounds.
Oh, Ragnar, 10 bags. All right.
Ragnar, go ahead and roll insight with advantage.
I was gonna ask that actually.
Yeah, I can't find where that thing was, but how do you get a 0?
Is
Yeah,
it
Oh,
advanced?
one.
minus one.
1 minus
Uh,
1. Well, no, it should be 1, right?
Well, yeah, it's
It was one on the
but I
die,
have
but-
advantage, so I got an 18.
You can tell that he's lying about this layaway. If he wanted to.
Sky,
Yeah.
I need you to understand something.
What?
If you're lying and it's not there, you've seen what I've done to the spiders.
Oh yeah, you've done great work when you could see them. Yes. But the thing that I'm
You'll
telling
be in
you
broad
is
daylight.
okay.
Scott, you gotta remember, man. Like he's Ragnar the Wise now. He like
Oh yes.
he was touched by the moon goddess.
If they don't have bags, you can choose an item that is equivalent, and I will purchase that for you.
Equivalent to how much I like it.
Equivalent to yes.
All right, cool. I'm glad
They're
we
all
have this
going-
hashed out.
That's a mistake.
Where are we going?
Left or right?
If you guys don't pick, I'm just gonna go.
I can't see anything, so
There's no
somebody-
trees for me
Alright,
to
left we
direct us
go.
around, so
Okay.
either way's fine.
I can't
Oh,
see.
well.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't. I literally can't
There's,
see inside of here.
there's
Barry's too
fire.
far away at the moment.
Oh wait.
So y'all are gonna continue left? Because I'll just pull you over
Yeah.
to the next thing.
Yep.
I should have 20 feet, so should be pretty
I think you're into a wall, bud. Oh,
illuminated.
Ragnar. I'm in darkness again.
I got sucked in. Where am I?
All right,
Looks
let's
like
try
you're
not to
under
scream.
Scott. Oh.
Let's try and be a little quiet in case there's bad guys.
True.
Why? I
All right,
wanted to
so-
go over here to kill them.
As kind of explained, hold on. To Nif is that this area consists of numerous intersecting passages of what appears to be like old mine shafts. The ceilings here are only 6 feet high, and several of these passages end in partially excavated rock faces that you can see right here, and that they peeking over a little bit there.
I think the best way to do this is methodical. So I'm gonna stick to the left. I'm gonna look. Okay. And then,
Oh, where'd you go?
okay. And then, all right, that didn't work out.
Oh, get off me.
I'm under you. It looks like the way we're supposed to go is probably this one. So let me look over here real quick. Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody. Can I try and sniff again to see if there's a direction we should go, or should I not overuse that?
I would say it would just be dead each
Okay.
time.
All right. Well, I'm not getting any smell of dwarf other than Gary over there, so we might be in the wrong area. But if we want to check it out anyway and see if there's stuff,
I mean, was there anything over to the right, or was it just a dead end?
it was a long hallway instead of a short hallway.
Okay.
We can just
Eeny, miny,
stay
eeny,
to the
meeny,
left.
miny, let's go left.
All right. Since I can see and I'm prepared to fight at the
Anybody?
moment.
If we know the passageways behind us, we're less likely to be attacked.
Oh, these are connected. We're dumb. All right. Man, it seems
Oh,
like
I
these guys
realized
are
I
just
was
digging in
muted.
circles.
So hold on, before you keep moving around. please. So as you entered this area, let me shift over. You see a sluggish, quivering mass of translucent ooze that clings to the walls and ceilings like a living stain, and it glistens with a sickly sheen, spitting and reforming with unnatural ease, dissolving whatever it touches in silence as it itches towards you with seeing movement coming around the corner.
And
And
presumably only Trigal and I see this at the moment.
at the moment,
All
Can
right.
you move Gundren so I can move Barry?
wait, where is
Uh,
Barry? He might be under.
I'm under Sky's cat.
gentlemen,
Oh, sorry.
Dog pile.
gentlemen, there is something.
Trigal.
Do we recognize this? Can Trigal and I hive mind this and see if we know what this is?
uh, sure. We can do a history check if you want.
All right.
Okay.
I have a plus. I mean, that's metagaming, I guess. My insight's not the best. What
I'll
is
do a history.
history? Yeah, I'm sorry, history. Yeah. Does this thing happen to be a fey, fiend, or undead? I might be able to help in that way.
Nope. With a 3.
Okay. There's a giant left a booger up here.
There's a thing eating everything. Should we kill it? Ragnar, can you see this?
It inches closer,
I gotta keep moving back.
ripping
Oh,
across
goodness
the wall,
gracious.
shooting out like different streams of this gooey mass as it keeps gradually moving towards you.
Barry, do you know what this is?
Should I attack it?
Bro,
mean,
this looks. I'm just gonna I'm gonna produce flame and shoot my little firebolt at it. I'm gonna take my flame and just go.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Ew, a 9.
So just out of fear of how it's inching closer to you, you quickly try to toss the fire, and it slams into the wall next to it. As it starts inching close. I don't know why that's a hard word for me to say. Inching closer.
you should hear when you try
a
and
lot
say
more quickly.
clattering.
Clittering.
Bros, I think we should run or shoot it or something. Oh,
I mean, it seems pretty slow. We could probably just walk away. That's my guess.
I shoot an arrow at it.
All right. Shoot
Oh.
an arrow.
Why did my character sheet disappear? Love that. Apologies. There we go. I said there we go. That's no. That's a 10 to hit.
A 10 does. Oh, actually, hold on. I was reading the wrong. Hold on, sorry. I was reading the wrong stat bubble. The produced flame did hit.
oh, nice.
So we're what was the damage for that? And then
6
and
points
just for
of fire
my
damage.
okay. And for my screw up there, I'll also count your bow there. But we are going to hop into combat.
Does the flame like? Is it?
React.
Yeah, like how does it react to this creature? Is it like snuffed out or is it?
It definitely seems to affect it. Like you hear like a moaning from the center of this mass, like it hurt it. It didn't seem to be unaffected.
Okay.
And then let's go ahead and pop open that turn order. Let's roll for initiative, baby. Let's get some good music going in here. We'll do this.
Yeah. Are we rolling initiative or are you doing it, Joe?
Oh, I either or works.
Okay.
I was rolling for y'all when the script was actually working. I haven't tested
No
it
worries.
honestly to see if it works again.
I just didn't want to jump out of turn.
I rolled for the.
Would you, Joe? You said that these like mine shafts are like 6 feet tall. Would we get the impression that like it feels very like dwarf based mine shafts?
Not necessarily. I mean, because you do know that the Forge of Spells, in general, was a like collaboration between the dwarves and elves.
Okay.
So it was high enough to fit elves, but of course, by nature, you know that the dwarves are probably doing the majority of the mining.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So let's see. All right, let's reorder this here. Anybody want to change any positions or?
It's up to you guys. I mean, I don't know how effective I'll be here, so I don't know. It's up to you guys if you guys want to be in a different position, but I'm fine at where I'm at.
I'm good.
Good. Yeah.
All right.
Allows us to kind of learn as well, probably.
Okay. All right. Well, Sky, you're up. What are you doing?
Uh, with my arrow hitting, being radiant damage, did it look like it was really affected? Did it kind of like
Same
pass off the
effect.
damage? I guess.
Yeah, same effect. It seemed. AKA, it's not. It doesn't appear to be immune or resistant to these
Gotcha.
damage types.
Okay. I'll then just. This be a good time for this, actually. I am going to, as a bonus action, cast. Uh, oh, that's the no, that's the wrong one. Cast Zephyr Strike on myself,
Okay.
and that one is going to cause me to not get opportunity of attacks, and I'm also going to give myself advantage on this one roll. Button. No, that's not the button I wanted to hit. There we go. I love when the character sheet's messing up a little bit. So let me give myself advantage. That will be a 25 to hit.
25 definitely hits.
All right, that will be 5 points of radiant damage, and then another 7 points of force damage as the arrow
Nice.
hits, and then just like a punch of force, like explodes outward from the arrow.
Okay. You as the arrow slams into the jelly, or the jelly, the monstrosity ahead of you, it shoots across it, behind it into the wall, but you hear it bellow a loud scream, almost muffled on the inside of just this monstrous scream within. Definitely, it was a pretty effective hit.
And it's just
And then,
still
you see like
slowly
a
moving.
gaping opening where it had shot, and it's starting to close.
Whatever this is, it's. I think we're doing something, but I don't see blood or anything. Any idea?
I don't know. This thing's a booger.
Understood. Um,
I don't know.
I'm.
This thing's a booger.
See,
End
I
of
don't want to put.
conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna end my turn there, and I'm gonna keep Ursa right next to me.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to give it a hug, be free. Walk up to it, but I don't know.
I'm not a fan of that. texture, you know.
All right, so on to the creature's turn. Let's see.
Does Barry have an immunity idol? Oh, that's his control flame. Okay.
The tribe has spoken.
Sorry.
Hmm.
The
I'm
survivor.
afraid that Joe is calculating dice right now.
I don't like this.
How
No,
many dice are you
no.
counting, sir?
All right. So
keeps
it's
throwing
going
figures out.
to move 5, 10. And this, Ragnar, you are in reach. Is a 19 hit? I believe it does.
Yep.
You take 6 bludgeoning damage and 2 acid. As a from the opening, it kind of protrudes outward as something shoots from within and slams into your side, burning into your rib cage, an acidic compound of sorts as it smacks backward inward into it.
It reached out, touched me, and then came back, went back in.
Yeah.
Ew.
Ew. That's gross. On to Ragnar.
Oh God! Don't touch me. I'm gonna rage.
Alright.
I don't like being touched.
I'm so
And
angry
then
right now.
Space.
I'm gonna attack it recklessly.
What? No. Jesus dice.
22 to hit. You muted.
I thought I was unmuted. Sorry, 22 hits.
All right. He takes 11 piercing damage.
Alright. And that. Okay, so that's piercing.
Does it look like it hurt it?
Yep. Yes, it. Excuse me. You whack into him. Chunks of it slap across the wall as you start deteriorating its larger form into a smaller form with your hit.
All right, guys, we can kill it. Do it fast. I don't want this thing to touch me again. That was gross. That's it for my turn.
All right. On to Nif.
All right. I'm gonna pull one of my hand crossbows, scrape it across my arm, activate my crimson right, and I'm gonna take 1d4 damage. So that's 1. Cool, amazing. 1 damage. And so then dealing an additional 1d4 damage of the determined by the type determined by the chosen right. Yeah, so it's going to be extra fire damage. That was a bonus action, so then I will attack with the hand crossbow. That is a 23 to hit. I assume that hits.
I keep muting myself, but yes.
That'll be 1d6 plus 2. Of course, we're going to roll 2 dice. That makes sense. So that's 3 piercing plus that additional d4 from Crimson Right, which is 2. So that'll be a total of 5 damage, 3 piercing, 2 fire.
Okay.
And I'm outside of his range, right?
Yeah, just outside.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take 1, 2, 3 steps back.
Okay.
God, this thing's gross. I hate it though.
All right. So similarly, like as the crossbow shoots through this mass of gelatin-like material, it leaves a gaping hole in it as it continues to close up. Yeah,
All right.
what is thundering and lightning in?
What is it?
At least at my place.
Not
I
all the
keep
way
like
down
looking
here.
at my window, thinking my dog's doing something like
Yeah,
at the
look good
window, and
down
I'm like,
here.
oh, that's thunder.
All right. Barry's gonna say he's gonna uh, look in front of him and like find a line of sight and do the same thing. Just hurl his produce flame
Okay.
at the slime ball.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, there we go.
25 does hit.
25 and 7 points of fire damage.
All right.
And he says, bros, it looks like it's still slurping this way.
Yeah, it continues to creep forward, but you can see that like from all these impacts of attacks that it's withered away to just kind of scraps of goo connecting to like very minimal mass of this material.
Well, I apologize, Joe. I wasn't supposed to roll
Apology
that
accepted.
D4 again. So,
Bro.
on my turn, he only took 1 fire damage, not 2.
Oh, okay. So I'm
I was
adding.
supposed to use however much I lost is how much extra.
Okay. And then so is that end your turn, Barry? Yeah. Okay. Trigal, you were up.
All right. Trigal is going to pull out his bow, his short bow, and will shoot with that at this creature. And will miss. And then we'll say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, actually, I will just stand here. I will say, Gundren, that creature damaged Ragnar with a touch. Be ready to run.
So that was not just a miss; it was a natural one.
Yes.
So what I'm gonna do, because I feel like it's an easy way out by just doing some sort of damage to somebody else, but what I'll do is instead go ahead and roll just a flat d20. If it's uh, above a 10, you're well, just let me know. Above a 10 is good.
Also, Joe, Gundren did not roll
Oh yeah,
for initiative.
no, he did not.
15 on a flat d20.
15, so you're good. So the reason for the miss is you're just not you're so used to using your fists that when you pulled the bowstring back, it was a little too hard and knocked the arrow upward and past the mass in front
Okay.
of you. Um, let me also add Gundren here. Huh, perfect. Well, no, he already went. So, oh yeah, it was perfect. Yeah, he came right after Troll anyway on his roll. Okay.
And
You do anything else?
No, I don't get to do my key point stuff when I don't use unarmed strike. So
All right. Well, in that case, it's on to Gundren. He pulls out his crossbow, heavy crossbow, takes a shot, and a 7 misses. So naturally, he's just pissed off, and just something is in the way to get to his brother as he cocks the bolt a little sideways, and it flings towards the wall directly near Ragnar, but not hitting either of them.
Hey, just to clarify, this isn't your brother, right?
No, Oh,
Right.
now I'm British. But
I just want to make sure in case we killed it.
Pip pip cheerio, not my brother.
Governor?
Nar. No, that's this is not the brother. No, that is. I don't get joke if you make joke.
No, I don't know if he had an ability or something. You know, I turned into like a half wolf guy, so you never know what people go through these days. So better to ask than, oops, we killed your brother in front of you. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yes. Let's continue to fight whatever the hell this is to get to my brother. You're distracting me. Sky, take action.
I got you. And I'm gonna loose another arrow at it
Alright.
as I start to step away a little bit as well. Oh, that one was not supposed to be advantage, so the first one's a 15 hit.
15 hits for
Forgot to
8.
re-hit the
Nice.
normal button.
So,
But that will be 8 points of radiant.
all right, you killed us. What do you do? What does that look like?
Does it like deflate like a balloon, or does it like kind of burst?
Whatever
Like a
you want to make
snot
canon.
bubble.
You make the fatality on the
Oh,
first.
perfect. As the arrow goes
ilk.
inside, it just like a normal arrow just goes to the middle, and then it just a bright light starts to just keep on forming from the arrow, causing it to just inflate, and then like a bubble gum, just all over the walls and Ragnar and everyone. Mainly Ragnar.
Like it.
When it hits us,
Mainly
does
Ragnar.
it do damage to us?
I was
It's just-
contemplating it, but
Is it
the creature technically doesn't have any. Like clearly it's an
acidic.
ooze. There's nothing.
There's no autonomy once
yeah.
it's dead. It's not just generally acidic.
Well, this specific ooze does not have a particular trait for which like it
Gotcha.
passes through things and poisons it, so I don't think it would do that.
Gotcha.
It's
All right,
only that thing I was illustrating, like smacking into Ragnar, that poisons. or
I'm
acid.
gonna empty out my water skin and fill it up with ooze.
Ugh.
Okay.
Are you sure about that?
Delicious
What if
and
it eats
pungent.
away
You never
while
know.
we're fighting later?
Again. This is- I don't
Sky,
know.
Sky, let him, Who knows? Goblin ingenuity may come up with something that we never foresaw.
If you're gonna pour it on
I-
yourself,
I agree
the
on
blood
that,
of-
but
where the blood or the guts of your enemy, like me.
That sounds like a good idea, but I think
Haven't
you've
seen-
got that covered
Literally.
already because of this.
yes,
So
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I might find
We-
out
we-
something I can do with this. I don't know.
Let's just watch out while we're walking here. Maybe slippery surface, so just
Oh, I can
Keep
tell
your
you
feet
it's slippery.
as you like wipe your eye.
All right, what are y'all doing? You see two paths ahead of you going straight up, or to the right, breaking to
All right,
upwards.
where now? I can't see squat.
Continue moving.
Oh, you don't
Where?
see from Barry?
Not that far.
Oh,
All right, I'm gonna
Barry is further back.
just head up. It's like, all right, we got another fork here. It looks like it connects back to what we were already looking at. I say we just keep going. Oh, fuck!
yeah. Well, I was trying to have that revealed.
Ah!
for you.
I mean, realistically, I stepped
Just
right
step
into it.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're going back into it, boys. Oh, gross. All right, let me open that turn order again.
It told
is
me
that?
it loved me.
Oh God!
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Not another one.
Am I disadvantaged or something?
I would say he gets a surprise attack on you for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Just give me a
Why
sec.
does roll 20 show that I'm rolling 2 dice, but only roll ones?
I've seen that too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it-
it's weird.
If it doesn't make sense, Roll20 is good at it.
That truer words were never spoken.
Hmm.
All right, we have everybody here. No, okay.
We're
Mine got-
missing
mine-
Gundren.
Mine,
Alright.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Gundren's missing again. I added him. Yeah.
Oh, he's at 4.
No. So
No, I just meant I don't see him on the screen.
I would
Oh
assume
yeah,
your
he's all the way
dex.
back.
Right. Let's move him up. Good point. I would assume your dex is greater, Ragnar. We have 6 for
Yeah, you could say that.
monster.
I'm 15.
Okay. Yeah.
Might be
So
a little
you'll...
bit better.
Oh, I don't even know why I did that. I'm dumb. Because he gets bumped up
You're
anyways based
cheating.
on my thing. I'm cheating. All right. Yeah. So it's going to make an attack as you run into it. For 17 to hit. I can't even see. Let me send this.
Meets
guy
it,
to
beats
the
it.
back.
Yeah.
All right. So you take 11 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
As this you run into this jelly-like mass that you just got finished fighting. Similar texture and material as it opens up and slams a black tongue out across your back and slams into you with 2 acid damage as well, burning into your
Ow.
skin.
Apologies. What was the bludgeoning?
11.
All right, so I have a resilient hide, which I have resistance to bludgeoning damage when in my hybrid form. So that is 5 or 6.
5.
5, yeah.
All right, and then I assume the acid just goes through. So you said 2.
Yeah, unless you can resist acid for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
Can't imagine, but
I imagine not.
You were at 2 HP.
I can.
Slashing from non-magical attacks, silvered weapons. Yeah. So yeah, it's just the straight 2 acid as well.
all right.
All right.
Okay, so that it's going to continue to move forward to envelop around you on its surprise attack turn.
Oh
Um,
dear.
C5. Yeah, that makes sense to where that's at. All right, Trigal, you are up.
All right. Well, I look at my bow. I say, "Don't fail me this time," and I'm gonna shoot my bow again.
All right.
15
15 hits.
for 7 points of non-magical piercing damage.
Okay. That does
And-
hit.
Okay. And then I am going to go 5, 10, 15. I'll stand back here next to Gundren. Say, I don't like these things.
Yeah, he's just engulfed in this sickly gelatin. Onto the creature. It continues to slam this this black tongue from the center mass across your body, trying to pull you in, and it was a 13. I believe that
13
doesn't.
does
You
not
said
hit.
meets it, beats it. Okay. So you're able to I imagine it's just adhering to you as you're just trying to pull out of it, and able to as it goes to slam the tongue out, you kind of briefly separate from it, kind of dangling. Your feet are still attached, but the tongue swings by you as it moves on to Ragnar.
I'm gonna move up, run up to it. As I'm running up, I'm gonna say, "Ha, ha, another one. I will wear your blood or whatever this is too." And I'm gonna recklessly attack it twice.
Okay.
First
Blood
one
or
is,
whatever.
a 10 to hit, but the second one is a natural 20.
Both of them hit.
Compensation.
Yep.
Oh. Okay. So it's max damage plus roll, right?
Correct.
For crit. Okay. So the non-crit is a 14 piercing. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
That was max damage on that roll.
Nice.
And then the crit. Oh god. So that's
Just
another
one shot at
10,
this thing.
another 10 piercing, and then another 8 on top of that. So
18
20,
and 14 is 30.
32.
No.
22.
It's
26.
fine because that is the exact amount of health that needs to be chipped away to kill it.
and it too explodes.
Yeah.
God!
And it'll be like, ha!
Shortest
You should
session
have
we've
warned
had.
the first one.
And
Now
Nip
you're
just
forced to wear the
swaps out.
second.
You're like Ace Ventura.
Yeah,
out the
coming out of the
rhino.
rhino. Joe, in this ensuing melee, did I get a taste of it?
Sure.
All right. How do I determine whether it was a good taste or a bad, or if I can have Ebel work with this?
Sweet,
Constitution.
salty, sour.
Constitution.
Yes.
What's the umami of it?
Oh boy,
You
that's a
can
21.
tell.
It's like ghost peppers.
Yeah, it's a
Little
it's
burn
very
to it.
spicy. It has you think with some cooking it probably could be made into something.
Oh, this is gonna be good, guys. Oh, these things are great. We should find more.
No, I'm very happy for you.
Anyone not using their water skin?
I was gonna use it for water.
What do you need that for?
Drinking?
All right, fine. Ragnar, what about one of your sacks are real
You're not putting this in my
Horse.
sack.
porous? Yeah. All right.
That's not going in a sack. That's gross.
So you know what? You know what I just thought
Saying
of?
a lot for
I'm gonna
working.
take out of my meat pouch because I have a pouch that only has meat in it, and I'm just gonna start marinating my steaks from all the different creatures in the ooze that's on the floor,
Oh my
and
god.
so they have it on it.
How did this turn into Delicious in Dungeon?
Yeah, I was about to say.
I think
Yeah.
it all started when I ate one guy's penis.
Yeah.
Pause.
When in Rome.
Clip that.
It all started when I ate some guy's penis.
That's how I met your mother.
How do you start the videos? Just that clip right there for this video.
Yeah, just look like a little brief intro. Oh god.
Good lord.
And then I'll finish up and just continue looking around. We got that end. Hold on, I'm coming back. All right, let's keep going this way.
Where else do we? I can't see past here.
We're going up. Just go straight.
I don't know where straight is.
Follow the sound of my voice.
I don't know what that is.
What?
So
I can
hold
only
on
see
from
by
like
sight.
continually moving, right? Because I have to
Oh, okay.
account for.
I'll back
rooms
up a
and
bit.
'Cause there's about
Um,
5 other creatures in here, guys. Come on.
stuff.
Delicious creatures.
So you see, as you make your way further down this hallway, it opens up to a greater cavern. But just betwixt the opening of the cavern and the tunnel, you see a dwarven miner in a spectral form, holding his ground, saying, "Wait, you do not continue. You must answer a riddle."
Undead abomination, kill it!
It's a
Wait.
child.
It's actually speaking with us though. Like other
It's
things don't
undead.
speak.
By Kellamvor's name, it must die.
I am not undead.
You're a
I'm very much
specter.
alive. It says you. I'm fine.
Can I go over and like poke it and like stick my arm through its face or whatever?
Wait.
Niff.
I think you're trying to provoke it.
No, in a non-attacking way. I want to prove a point.
Inquisitively.
Yeah, sure. You
Alright,
poke
does-
through it.
My hand goes through,
Remember,
right?
Well, first of all, don't you ask somebody their name first before you just touch them?
Listen, I don't ask undead abominations for permission to enter them if I choose.
Niff, remember Agatha.
Yes.
We
yes.
can deal with this in the same way we
Fine.
dealt with Agatha.
You guys do that. I'll stand back here and silently hope Kellamvor smites him.
I mean no harm. I just want you to solve the riddle. That's it.
I step forward
Okay.
and I
We
say,
don't negotiate with terrorists.
I
Hey,
promise you
yes,
can't
yes.
move forward without answering this riddle.
I love
Very well,
riddles.
very well.
I'm
Give
very
us
good at them.
Are
give
you...
us your riddle, and then go and rest with Kalimvor.
Okay. Okay. So, the riddle is, when I am young, I am tall, but when I am old, I am very short. What is it?
Morning wood.
I
A mountain.
No.
I guess I know I said I'm really good at riddles, but
When I am young, I am very tall. When I am short, I am very...
I mean, I think my answer is absolutely
Old?
correct.
When I am young,
Mountain?
I am tall, but when I am old, I am very short.
A
A...
candle.
Time.
Yes! Yes!
Ah.
Ha! Yes!
Ah.
I've been trying to figure that out for years. Thank you. Thank
So
you,
you don't
Frank.
even know the answer to your own riddle?
He just disappears.
God, I hate this place.
Wait, no, wait. Ugh.
Hey,
Bro,
Who are
so
you?
much-
Why are you here? Wait, what?
and I
There's
I
so many
goes into the
questions we
wall.
didn't ask.
Trigal, can we somehow
Wait.
curse someone that's already dead? That was an utter waste of time, and I hated every moment of it.
I step up to the place where the specter was. I kneel down, and I touch the floor, and I just say a little prayer to Kalimvor. Receive his spirit.
I'll do the same thing, and I go, I say a little prayer for you, and then move on.
It. That was great. Who knows? Maybe you pass on.
Oh, look,
All right,
Sky,
so-
water. Almost something that's here that we wouldn't need in water skins. It could have spicy ooze, but no.
Yeah, so as you enter this cavern, you
We were
see
not to know this.
a still pool that fills much of this cavern. The water is dark, revealing little of what might lie within. The shore of the pool consists of a thin layer of broken shells from strange pale mussels, and a fishy odor hangs in the air. A passage leads to the north, and a set of steps to the east. A sluggish stream flows from the cave to the northeast.
Trigal, it smells like your wife in here.
Bros, this is very ominous.
Also, I said path to the north, but I meant to say south, and that's
Yeah.
where you came from, so disregard that I even said that piece.
Well,
I don't know about.
Ragnar and I
the
are covered
water.
in goo, so I'm definitely gonna wash off.
I would be careful.
Well, are you now? Hold on a second.
Oh dear.
Covered
Why
in
have
goo
them
is a
design
neck
anything
problem.
if you're not gonna engage?
So you're just gonna wash off, and a giant snake appears.
What?
What?
Oh, no.
What?
How?
If,
Bottom.
if only
What was
Epsom were
me?
here.
There
sure
was no
you-
investigation of this pool. The snake was just
Just
swimming around in this
walks in.
20-foot deep pool. As you dive in, it immediately reacts and jumps at you.
I can't try to
Biggest
make
water
friends
snake
and
ever.
negotiate or anything.
Oh no, we're not rubbing bellies and putting snakes.
Oh, that's what you want to negotiate with. But you want to fight the ghost.
Well, if he's just swimming around, this isn't an undead abomination, all right?
He did talk to us.
Priorities.
He just attacked you, but you want to talk
about
about
giant
him?
snake, guys.
The
Those
dude who
things are
talked to
everywhere.
us was like, "Oh, kill him."
Alright,
We have
so
proved in the past that we can deal with giant snakes by petting their belly. Why wouldn't I want to do
Ephraim
that?
could.
We have
dealt
proved
with
that
Oh,
we can
we-
deal with
It
undead
It was a
abomination.
regular size snake.
It was a
bro.
regular snake, not a giant one.
There's no way that was a regular
It's
snake.
gonna eat you.
Yeah,
so
I
all of y'all are
understand.
saying this as the snake quickly
It's
jumps
just going
from
Oh shit, it's gonna eat him.
jumps out from the water and instantly coils Nif
Oh no.
and constricts him
Hold on,
for
I don't get
17
a
to
saving
hit.
throw or anything.
Oh, hold on. And then so you take 15 bludgeoning damage because
Alright, so
17
that's-
hits,
Halved.
and you
So,
are
15,
currently
that's
grappled.
7.
So you can make that save at the beginning of your turn as an action.
Okay.
Initiative again?
Yep, initiative again if you choose to want to fight.
Oh, definitely.
If we choose, we just let
Alright.
him
I
be
mean, it
middle
sounded
low.
like you
Two
guys were gonna
differences.
just leave him to his own devices.
Don't worry, I got him.
All right.
It's probably been a minute, so I wouldn't have that anymore. Okay.
So it looks like only Trigal Ragnar
No, I thought I
wants to
rolled.
participate. Oh.
Oh,
Remember, you have to click your
token. Yeah.
token before it'll show up on the order.
There we go. Apologies.
And personally, I would not like to swap with anyone.
Keep forgetting about Gundren. It's like all the way back here.
He's just in a corner by himself.
He's like just pissed off. Like, I need to get my brother. I need to. Why am I here again?
Yeah.
Giant spiders, ooze monsters, and giant snakes.
Wow, too.
For the
What
record,
was
guys,
me?
this looks like it might be delicious.
Oh, this might be the thing that I actually would eat.
Why
As
does
long as
this-
you don't
Spice
mix it
this up with
that
some
goo.
ooze. It'll be great.
No, no.
Wait, you wouldn't eat a badger? I had badger earlier.
I didn't know
Oh.
what you were eating.
Conveniently enough, Nif, you're up first. If you would like to break from this giant.
Oh yeah,
constrictor snake's
absolutely.
grasp.
And because I'm still transformed, it hasn't been an hour since the spider fight, right?
No, I wouldn't say it's been
Okay.
an hour. It's
So is
probably
it a
close to it.
Is it a
30
strength
minutes.
saving throw then?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that.
All right,
It is.
so
a
I
strength
have
save.
feral might, which means I have advantage on strength checks and saving throws. So let's do a strength saving throw. There's one. That's a whole 4. That's awesome. And then, oh, cool. A 5. At least I improved.
You're not going anywhere, bud.
So I'm still grappled, right? Am I able to do anything in this grapple? Oh, he's talking.
It's gonna eat you. Get in its belly.
I mean, what if I talk to it and like,
In my belly.
like charm it?
Sorry, I'm back. My
You're
bad.
good. So yeah, I got a 4 and a 5.
You were not
However,
able
if
to
I'm
break.
grappled, can I still do things or no?
I think we talked about this last time. I don't. I
Oh.
think you can still attack. You just simply can't move.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So can I, like, would it be disadvantage if I would use my hand
Disadvantage.
crossbow
Disadvantage to attack at all.
at all? All right,
Yeah.
Mhm.
then screw that. I'll just take 2 swipes with my claws then.
Okay.
So there's 1, 3. So that's a 3, 4, 5, a 7 for the first one, and then 22 and okay, 16.
Why so many rolls? I'm
Well, I
confused.
took 2 swipes,
7,
and you said
14,
disadvantage,
22.
right?
Oh yeah. Okay.
So it's a 7 and a 16 to
7
hit.
and a 16. 16 does hit, but 7 does not.
Okay. So then I shall do damage with predatory strike, doing a whole 7 damage. Slashing, I believe.
All right, 7 damage.
FYI,
Okay.
Garrett, I
Yeah, I
threw the
saw.
grapple rules in the chat.
Oops. Minus.
And then I guess I'll disengage. Is that cool? Nah, I got nothing else I can do. So.
Okay.
I'm just gonna get out of here.
Oh wait, I didn't even think about it. The action to break grapple is an action, so you wouldn't be able to attack.
Oh,
actually.
okay. So then it would have done the 1 attack then as a
Yeah.
bonus action, I guess.
Okay.
Then
Yeah.
it would have done the 7, so I wouldn't have done any damage then.
Yeah. Okay. My bad.
Guys, this
Alright.
thing's really rude. Who attacks someone when they're taking a bath?
And as it feels you flailing about, it constricts harder and tries to take a bite at your, we'll say your hands that are flailing about to try to scratch it. 15 does not hit, so it snaps in a direction, and your hand moves out of the way in time. It isn't able to bite into you.
Good
It
news,
is-
guys. It's slow and dumb.
and it's going to move on to Trigal.
Okay. With 20 feet of movement, I can get over here.
Oh,
DM, is there any way I can reach out and grab Nif and try to pull him out of the snake's grasp? Or do I just see a bunch of coils of snake in front of me?
I would say just because of how I flavored it too, like him trying to snap at, limbs flailing while he was trying to swipe, that you can see his hands, and I'd say you can. I like the fun. I like this idea, so you would just roll above the DC to break his grapple, so you can do a strength check if you want to try to pull him out.
Oh, okay.
Can I cast
All right,
guidance on him as he runs by?
But it will be an action.
Right.
Clarify.
Since it's breaking a grapple,
Okay.
would
I walked into this.
would I get to use an acrobatics dexterity as opposed to a strength to try to pull him out of the grapple? As if
but
I
at the
were
same
Yeah,
time,
what are you-
if I
what are
use,
you
like, boots of
specifically doing, I
striding and
guess?
jump.
Okay, well, the way I would flavor this is I want to do some Jackie Chan bullshit, and I want to kind of pummel this snake in a way that's really not going to hurt the snake, but sort of distract it. And while it's distracted, yank Nif out of there, and I will forego my attack in order to try to get him away, and so that the others can go and wail on the snake.
All I envision is like Attack on Titan, like anime moves of this running up the arm. So you're just running up the length of the snake, jumping from piece to piece as it swipes around.
You're doing like the old kung fu master, like pressure
Exactly.
points.
Yeah.
You're just like touching
Like
it in like random
chakras.
spots, and then it just
Yeah.
like goes limp.
I like the idea of it. I would say it'll still be the same DC plus 1. We'll just
Okay.
add it because it is a little out there.
So, I can roll acrobatics then?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. And it's just a normal roll. I don't get any. Oh, 22.
22 works. You break the grapple
Okay.
from
Save
him
me,
and
Daddy!
peel him away.
I have 20 feet of movement left, and it will probably get an opportunity attack against me, which is fine. But I'm going to try to back up 20 feet, pulling Nif with me. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So I would be there.
All right.
Unless it stops me by hitting me with an opportunity attack.
Yeah, I would say if anything, not to you necessarily. It would do it back to Nif, being that it was focused as food.
I'm being moved against my will, therefore cannot invoke an opportunity attack.
If you're moving against your will, you need a roll contested.
Really?
Well,
That's a roll?
I'm sorry, not against my
No,
my
it's
will, but
Yeah, I was
someone
like,
else-
if somebody
it's
else
like
is
if you were
jamming
to
in,
shove
maybe it
someone
isn't.
into like a thorn patch, they don't actually do the damage like those zombies earlier. If we had pushed one into the back into the thorns, it wouldn't have done damage because you're forcing them into that area. If I'm not mistaken.
That depends on the spell, and that definitely does do damage.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it would.
For some reason, I was always
on.
under the impression that if you force someone, or like if you move someone into an area, they then aren't affected by that until they choose to move.
Because like even in the old rules in 5e, you could put down the thorn, whatever spell that is, and then a monk could grab somebody with their full movement and move them around it and do damage.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It,
All right, yeah. So
it
attack.
depends
That's
on
cool.
if it's
Live
first
your best life,
entered
Joe.
or
Kill me
all
again.
those things.
Honestly, I'm actually more so on your side, even though it's not necessarily a rule. I always like to rule in the side of, I guess, realism mixed with the rule set, right? Because it does make sense that some things are not, if you're forcibly being pulled out of
Yeah.
it,
Yeah, but
I think that's fair.
yeah, I don't think opportunity. I think you have to willingly move out of it to have
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
opportunity. That
I
you can't
I
be
would
pushed
be.
out of.
I
Mhm.
know I would be a legal target for an opportunity attack.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll just we'll dive deeper if need be later on, but I'll switch it to Trigal for 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
For 11 piercing damage, as it's furious that you've taken its meal out from its grasp as it snaps at you, landing 2 big fangs into your arm.
Ow.
That's the exact amount of exasperation that happens when you get bit by a massive snake. Ow.
Ow!
Ouchie.
So I found this on a Reddit post, so take it with a grain of salt. But they're saying opportunity attack is triggered if a creature uses its movement, its action, or its reaction to move out of melee attack range.
Yep.
Dragging-
and then and
Dragging or
reroll
shoving a
It's
creature
you.
physically, magically, or telekinetically doesn't use any of the above, so it's not triggered.
Right.
So if he's holding on to me and moving out of range, he invokes the opportunity attack, but I do not.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But if he were to drag you through thorns, you would both take.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I see the difference.
Yeah. Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It
So
does, it
I
does.
I take a couple of bites from this thing. Is there any poison damage or is it just
Nope,
piercing
just a flat
damage?
piercing.
Okay.
Surprisingly.
And I go ah, and I say Ragnar, kill it.
No problem.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Give me 1 second, because if I'm trying to do 2024 stuff, as you mentioned, I mean, let's see if there is poison on that sucker. No, there isn't. Boo.
Rude.
Rude. Oh, they kind of. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. All right. So that is Trigal's turn. Go on, Sky. You were up with Ragnar up next.
All right. I'm just gonna take a bow attack. My arrows. That will be a 25 to hit
25 hits. Yeah.
for 6
Y'all
points
are
of
rolling fast
radiant
tonight.
for once. And then I'm gonna move more towards the right hand side, and I'm gonna yell to Ursa to try and pounce on it.
Okay.
He's gonna take a B strike. And that will be a 16 to hit.
Did
That
Ursa
does
do
it.
something?
Yep.
I said, did Ursa do something
Oh.
finally?
Well, it's tried to do a lot. It hasn't been actionable.
So it's 8 damage.
8 points of damage, and then I only move 10
Yay.
feet, so I wouldn't get the extra point.
Yay, Ursa.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that end your turn? Oop. Are we using?
And that will end my turn, yes. Sorry.
I'm going to ask, are we using 2024's rules for the weapons?
Yeah, I was saying, like, I mean, it's kind of a mixed bag, right? I don't like we
Slow
didn't.
add.
The adventure is not 2024, but I'm in general as a GM, I'm sure y'all are too. To like curious of what's changed.
Joe,
I'm
read
happy
the
for y'all to integrate.
read the weapon stats first
Too
before you
late.
give Chris that ability.
Nope,
All
too
right,
late.
I'm just no, I'm gonna give him that out because I don't think he knows all those.
No, I
weapon
know
stats.
it's pretty
So-
empty with the weapon mastery stuff, but I also like to just see what happens. And like I said, as you guys gradually get more intense,
So
I
too
will
will everything else.
gradually
Yeah.
as well.
True.
But with that being said, it is 9:02. Typically, we take a quick bio break, so we'll do 15 minutes, meeting back at 9:17. So thank you for watching. We'll return back at 9:17. Go ahead and grab a drink, use the restroom, whatever. We'll see you then. All right, welcome back everybody to Adventures on Tap's Twitch stream where we're playing Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk. This is the second half of our session, but as I mentioned before, if you are joining as an FYI, we are on session excuse me 27, so you can find those episodes there below in our link tree, specifically on our YouTube channel if you want to catch up on the archived sessions that we've had thus far. But before we dive in, I just wanted to, kind of highlight in general that link tree, because if you are in the Central Florida uh, area, you can also check out our events. Um, you're pointing down below. Oh, just in general below.
I'm pointing to the QR code in the bottom right
Oh,
of
and the
your
QR code.
screen, viewers.
And then, yeah, that'll bring you to all of our socials, basically everything AOT. But if you are in the Central Florida area, we do have events that we put on for one-shot events in the breweries. We also do mini campaigns and miniature paint and sips, all of which are great and go for charity. So please check those out and see if you can come meet us in person, hang out, play some tabletop role-playing games. Pretty awesome. But with that being said, I have mentioned multiple times we are charity focused. So we, as of 2025, started up a Patreon called the Brusaders Guild. That you can join to help support us grow physically and virtually. So there's multiple tiers that you can do. Of course, there is a free tier, but we put out some pretty great content on a regular basis. Whether it just be articles of how we DM for one shots or just general, D&D and tabletop role playing topics. But we also, if you're local, you get some benefits as well with getting like a lanyard, for example, which I actually do have that near me. Look at that. We got a Adventures or Crusaders Guild Adventures on Tap lanyard that you'll get, and for every event you attend, you can put on some pins depending on what that event is, to kind of just collect them as you go, collect them all kind of deal. But there's a myriad of different gifts that we give, as well as quarterly anniversary gifts. But there again is a free tier, so highly suggest just signing up with our Patreon to get some of those awesome content updates. Like, I just want to highlight, I thought it was a pretty cool event that back in March, similar to March Madness, we put on I forget what it was specifically called, Monster Madness or something, but we were pitting the new 2024 monsters that are exclusive to this new rule book distribution, and put them in brackets, and the primeval owlbear ended up winning, and we played that at an event. So you can affect different things that are going on with Twitch, or excuse me, well, Twitch, yes, but with Adventures on Tap. Um, I believe I've kind of covered all of my bases, but friendly reminder, we do have a charity stream where you can donate down below with that purple button to Child's Play. And that does affect our game, and in general affects you because it's great donating to a charitable cause that helps gamify recovery for children. And honestly, it's like in my opinion, one of the most in line to what we do, and a charity, and it's also ingrained within our community as well as specifically with our GMs. Great organization overall, so please consider donating to them. They are a great cause to donate to.
And for the record, we are $30 away from halfway to our goal of $1,000. So
Damn,
a
somebody get
little a
us to
little
that
push from a few
30.
people, even $5 from a few people, it would make all the difference. And that money 100% goes directly to that charity. It never touches AOT hands. It goes directly to them. So
And yeah, I believe that kind of covers all the bases for the most part. So hopefully we'll see you at an event sometime soon, or part of our awesome Brusaders Guild. But without further ado, we're going to just go ahead and dive back into our adventure. So to quickly summarize what happened in the first half of this adventure is continuing from entering the Wave Echo Cave to find the Forge of Spells. The adventurers felled some spiders. They found Gundren's brother, unfortunately dead, Noondro, and with a vengeance pushed forward through to onward through the cave to come across some sickly masses of ooze, and they were quickly able to end those with Ragnar predominantly being covered in its gelatinous material upon death. And now they ventured a little bit further to a room that has a massive pool of water, for which Nif thought it was nice to take a little dip.
I was
And
covered
to
in
his
ooze. What do you
surprise,
expect?
that's a good point.
And
I
just
don't
a
think I
little.
caught that portion. I was like, why is he just randomly dipping it? They were
Yeah,
like,
we
well,
had
he
two
put it there.
oozes
Well,
exploded
let's
all over.
encourage it.
But
That fits.
just a little recognition here. We did have Chatter Red Spartan 8, otherwise known as our friend here, Kyle, donate $30 to Child's Play. So now
Oh,
we are
damn.
at $500 out of $1,000
Hey,
raised
to
through the
Kyle.
stream.
A round of applause.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
And then
Oh,
I like that it was
someone
round
else
as
who's
well.
anonymous has gifted Kirksters a tier 1 sub. So now, Kirksters, you
Wonderful.
have access to a few different emotes you can throw in the chat there, as well as ad-free watching of all of our content. So enjoy, welcome.
Cheers.
And if it tickles your fancy and you enjoy what you're watching, tune in next time and enjoying the debauchery and insanity of what we provide.
See you on the stream.
Yep. Yeah, and yeah, that's awesome. First of all, that we're getting some subscribers, gifted subscribers, and it sounds like a new person. I haven't heard that name, so welcome to our Twitch stream. Thanks for joining and watching us. We appreciate the support. I think where I left off was that you were dipping into the pool to get the ooze off naturally, and to your surprise, a giant constrictor snake appeared and coiled around you, but Tregal was able to successfully pry you from its grasp as it is now furiously trying to bite at whatever gets close to it. So we are in midst of combat. Sky, you are up.
No, I had went. It's now
You are not
Ragnar's.
up. Ragnar, you are up.
Ragnar's.
And real quick, obviously all those other things happened, but in the middle there, our friend Ferg here redeemed 40 bits for an on-screen celebration. So he did contribute
Biddies.
as well, and I want to recognize him for that.
On-screen celebration like this.
Love the biddies.
Yeah, it's just little bits, throw in some change here and there. It's an awesome way to contribute without breaking the bank. And it's an awesome way that Twitch has started to do things, and it's a good thing to have because every little bit counts.
Agreed. All right, Ragnar, what are you doing?
I'm gonna run up to it and I'm gonna recklessly attack it twice.
Okay. So are you?
Where
I
is
don't
my
see your
character sheet?
rage, so I'm guessing you're
I am not raging.
not raging. Okay.
What happened to my character sheet? Oh,
I don't know.
it like folded into itself. I have to okay. Interesting that Roll20 did that. First one,
I didn't know Roll20 had a fold action.
14 to hit, and the second one, oh wow, is a 10 to hit.
So a 14 will hit, a 10 does not.
Okay, so it takes 12 piercing damage. Wow, another max roll on the hit die. And also, the creature now has disadvantage on any attack roll
Reading those 2024 rules, aren't you now?
because of a war pick.
Damn it.
Against me, it's a straight roll, but anybody else, it's disadvantage.
Well, it would be advantage with the reckless attack. No?
Because
I
I
thought
gave it
reckless attack
disadvantage,
makes you disadvantage on you.
but I gave it
No,
disadvantage.
when it's attacking, not when he's.
Oh, you're saying it's equating to a regular roll
Yep.
instead of being advantage towards you. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
My bad.
And that's it for my turn.
All right. All right. Well, Ragnar, or not Ragnar, Gundren is up. He is going to back over into this corner and take a shot with his, heavy crossbow. Keep at a distance because he is not forward-facing fighter there. An 11 does not hit, so the bolt shoots across the other end of the cavern into the water.
The poor guy
Uh,
doesn't even have any modifiers. Ugh.
well, he wasn't supposed to really follow. He's just a basic person, NPC. I wouldn't say he wasn't supposed to follow, but they definitely didn't gear him to be fighting. I gave
Oh
him the
well,
heavy
boy, welcome to the
crossbow.
party.
I gave him the heavy crossbow because all he had was a club, and it's like I'm not gonna dink these creatures for like 1 damage every time he goes to attack. That's lame. So I gave him. I figured it was
See, we should
rational
have
to give
taken
him something
Sally
like
with
that
us.
from the compound.
At least that guy is an old flying fighter who's into birds.
Sildar? I was like Sally.
Yeah,
You're out of character and forgetting names too, or are you purposely doing that out
it's
of
all
character?
one. There is no difference. You think it's a character trait?
Uh,
It's a character trait masked as a real problem.
All right. Well, you are up, Nif. What
Oh,
are you?
hey. All right. So I will take.
Wait,
Sin-
it's my turn.
Did I skip your turn? Oh, my bad. Yeah, I did skip you by
Never
accident.
mind. I will do nothing.
Wait a second. Your turn.
I'm last on the.
Yeah. I must have hit next, not realizing I did. So Barry, sorry, you were up.
No worries. I'm going to thorn whip the snake and try and pull it towards Ragnar and Ursak.
Okay.
Um,
Thorn.
with a 22. So a viney form reaches out, wraps around the snake, ironically constricting it, and I'm gonna pull it 10 feet closer to me.
Okay. So 5, 10, I would say.
And it's gonna take 6 piercing damage.
All right.
I know I'm probably thinking of Baldur's Gate, but if you pull a creature into someone else's direct area, is there any
Baldur's
sort
Gate.
of reaction?
No, that's Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
Is
And
there
it
a
kind of falls
reaction to
in.
that in Baldur's Gate? I don't think there is.
Yeah, if you were to throw someone into, like, say you, like a barbarian, it would fly into you, and you would like hit it in some way and do some sort of damage to it because it smacked into you.
I'm on Chris's side. I don't really
I don't know
remember
what
that,
kind of
but
mods
yeah,
you're playing with. That is not a thing in BG3.
BG3
Maybe I'm just crazy then.
a fish.
That's a mod
But
or something.
it wouldn't do that. I mean, especially with what we just described, right? Dragging him, out of its will
Mm.
wouldn't provoke any attack. All right, so I minused out.
I'm gonna move back a little bit more.
Okay.
Just for the record, there is no GIF mod yet for Baldur's Gate, and it's honestly bothers me. I just want that said.
Probably because they're predominantly working with regular humanoid frames.
Don't tell me how to live my
Somebody
life.
have to
There's
basically. I
mods
don't even
for
know
like
how they do it,
ASMR and
but-
everything where you can fly all the time.
You'd have to
I'm
use
sure
one of
someone's
the
working on
one of the robot things from Act 3 as the base.
Yeah,
Spoilers.
valid. Spoilers. It's like one of those things. It's been out for a couple years
Didn't
now.
get to that in 5 years,
Get
man.
fucked. Yeah. All right, on to Nif.
Okay. So I already have one of my crossbows, so I'm going to pull out my other hand crossbow and stripe it across the other arm, and apply Crimson Right to that.
Wait, is this thing just on top of me now? What's happening?
You'll take it and you'll like it. I already did it once. Your turn. There it is. So Crimson Right 3, perfect. So I will take 3 damage to myself. Sorry, I'm trying to click around at the same time. And then I will fire my only one crossbow because I used a bonus action at this dumb snake, and that'll be a whole 11 to hit.
11 does not hit.
All right, and I whiff. But at least now I have both hand crossbows with crimson right. So
It pings off its scaly hide into the pool behind. Do you want to move at all?
I'm gonna turn you into an undead abomination and then kill you again. No, I'm good.
Okay. Onto the giant constrictor snake. Naturally, I think with being attacked by Ragnar and also being dragged into it, it's just flopping around trying to get its I don't know, position back to normal as it retaliates and takes a bite at Ragnar. Bite. And does a 17 land? A 16.
Yep.
All right. So a bite hits for 6 piercing damage as it also attempts to coil its body around you to constrict. And that is a 12, so that does not work. So you just see it flailing around you to try to grab. You jump out of the way just in time before it can constrict its coil around you.
Hold on. When it first tried to restrict me, I didn't get a saving throw or anything.
A saving throw?
Or,
Well, because
or
it
like,
hit. It was meets it
oh, it
beats
was
it.
to
17.
hit. Okay,
Yeah.
that was a 17. Okay.
Mhm.
I was like, what is this? New mechanics?
No. Trigal, you are up.
Okay. Tragal will run up and will attack this thing. I'm not so worried about Ragnar being swallowed because I think Ragnar can make this thing pay. All right, so unarmed strike coming in. 23 for 6 bludgeoning.
Yep.
And we haven't had a long rest, so I've used up all of my key points. So I just get one more unarmed strike, which
Yikes.
is a 6, which misses.
It is a natural 1. You love
Yes.
to skip over that part.
Well, I'm not. I don't want to give you any ideas, but I don't think my fist can fall off when I kick it. or
No,
when I
however, you are attacking in the direction of Ragnar.
You could punch your own
And I think
kneecap.
that I'm going to use
No.
that cheesy thing to kill to attack the mid-max guy. Put that in. Well, hold on. Here we'll chance it. We'll roll a flat d20.
I'm out of Trigal's range.
You can move.
Yeah, well now it's not. No, I'm just kidding. That's a good point. If anything, it'd be Sky's Companion then. That's valid.
No, no, no,
I
no,
just
no.
like
We
to
were good.
aim
We were
any
good. We were
damage
good
at
before.
Ragnar as much as possible.
Hey, punch
we
the
were fine
bear.
with the first one.
So does 9 hit the bear? I don't think.
Ah, it does not.
So I'll just say it clips him for 2 bludgeoning.
Okay.
There has to be a consequence. Has
For
to.
Yeah.
me or for the bear? For the
First
bear. Or
natural
for...
one, just for the fun of it.
Oh.
Okay. And that was my action, my bonus action. I'm gonna just stay put
All right.
and hope that the snake doesn't attack me.
We can hope. Sky, you're up.
I am going to let the bear attack first. Hopefully, he still does something wonderful with the 9.
With a 9, though. No, he does not do anything wonderful.
He didn't want to attack you, Ragnar, so he was afraid. That's all. You know that's.
I don't even
You
know
didn't
if
want to
anybody
hurt
can even see Ragnar right now.
hurt a friend. That's all.
Yeah, he's amidst the coil. Well, not coiled, but amidst
He's a
all
Care
the
Bear.
wrappings of this
Yeah.
large snake.
But Sky is going to shoot a moonlit arrow once more for a 27 to hit and 10
27
points
definitely
of
hits.
radiant.
That goes ham.
Why is there a question mark there? 27 to hit?
Oh, sorry. 10,
Oh,
10
no need to
points of damage.
apologize. I was joking.
That's the DM like, oh, does this hit? Knowing it's probably gonna hit. Like,
Yeah, I feel like I say that every time knowing it's gonna hit.
I
Just
just
by
want to be.
clicking
I
your
just want
thing
to
and
make sure.
seeing
I
the
just want to make
AC.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Just want to make you aware that I'm hitting you.
Yeah. 10 points of radiant damage as the arrow catches
Nice.
And
it.
cast super shield.
That's the illusion that we might dodge it, Joe. So that's why you give us the option, even though you know the AC.
All right. So yeah, you pierce through it with the moonlight arrow as you hear it, or well, it doesn't. It just hisses loudly as it flails about with the burning energy going through each of its cylindrical portions of its body coiled around Ragnar.
Um, I then want to just move along the water's edge and look up this ramp, staircase. I think.
Okay. Um, so there's another lighting issue. Why is that? Oh, because it's stairs. So you see stairs going up
Okay.
and going backwards, but from your standpoint, I guess you can't technically see because this drops. Does it mention?
I'm assuming it's going up, right?
Yeah, it's going up. Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Um, does it look still like a mine shaft, or does it look differently built?
It does look like a different portion for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
It
And
doesn't look
then
like from what you can glean from like the
like a
ceiling
quick
and
look, yeah.
hmm
I'm then gonna run back towards Barry, so that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I should be able to make it right towards Barry. And I'm just gonna. There's a passageway up there, but it doesn't look like it leads back towards the mines. If anyone's somewhere, it's probably up there.
Barry's, Barry's like, oh, bro, you like can't just sneak up on me and start talking in my ear like that in the dark.
Oh, sorry, you can't see in the dark. I'm so sorry. I forgot. I assume you know what that means. I'm sorry.
yeah, technically you don't have the produce flame anymore, huh?
I can cast it as a bonus action, so I can basically keep it up.
Okay.
Um,
Fair.
and I had it up and I didn't use it because Thorn Whip is an action. So yes,
All right.
I'm falling
So
within the parameters.
appreciate it. All right. Well, Ragnar, you're up.
I am gonna recklessly attack it again. First one is a 23. Second one is a dirty 20.
A 23 and 20 hit.
All right, he takes. Oh, that's the wrong dice. He takes total of 19 piercing damage.
All right. All right. So, you slam each of your war picks into the same area, severing and pulling apart a good chunk of its body. Its tail has now been separated as it's bleeding profusely across the ground, hissing at you for its next lunge of a bite and constriction for its last possible moments of life. Does that end your turn?
Yep, that's it.
All right. Gundren is up. He is in attack range, so he is now equipped with a short sword as opposed to a club. Give him
Get
a
rid of
little
the
bit more
necro.
and he misses. 7 does not hit. As he goes to swing, he's not adept with sword fighting, doesn't angle the sword properly enough that he hits it with the blunt end of the snake as it quickly turns towards him, hisses, and back to Ragnar as it goes to lunge forward to attack. He's not going to move out of the radius. Actually, you know what? I think he is going to try that. Intimidated by the hiss, he's going to back behind Trigal, getting out of range. I'm going to do a disadvantage of bite with his state. I rolled 2 19s, so it hits Gundren. All right, for 11 piercing. So it sees as the recent antagonizer. Antagonizer? Is that a word? Antagonist? Whatever.
Mhm.
Smacked him and didn't want him to get away with just doing that. Goes and bites at his heel and clips him for 11 piercing damage. I laugh because he does not have big health pool. I mean, technically, the original stat block that would have literally killed him. I had to buff him a little bit because he's coming along for this adventure. I think he needs to, be able to hang for a bit. But he's alive. He is just screaming on the ground, and super loud across his cavern is just echoing his screams. He's not used to this kind of pain being a mercantile lifestyle. Barry, you were
Roll
up.
me a healing.
The damn snake bit my leg. I guess it's now Kazakhstan.
Now he's
Now
Borat.
he's Borat.
Now he's Borat.
God damn it.
Bit my leg.
My
now.
brother.
Did
My
my leg
brother.
just get the bit?
All
Eat
right.
my leg.
Yeah. Okay. So for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Shillelagh on the staff of defense, and I will take a swipe at the snake with it as my action.
Go ahead and roll.
It's a 19. I'm assuming that hits.
That does it.
Oh, bad damage. For 5 magical bludgeoning damage.
5 is exactly what you need to do to kill it.
Nice.
Now
Okay.
look for Barry.
Barry's like runs up with his flame in one hand and then this just takes the staff and is like, "Hey, bro, let go of him!" And he just is gonna whack him on top of the skull. And you just see him like slink down and float or sink back into the water.
I gotta say, Barry, I don't think that's how Ephraim did it.
Oh, I don't think there was any tickle in that one to be our friend, bro.
He
Hey,
tried to take a
whatever.
bath with me, so.
Whatever kills it. What?
What?
Hmm?
Did you just question what you just said? What
No.
was the what to?
What?
I heard something about taking a bath together. What?
I was
Oh.
trying to take a bath, and this big snake showed up. He was trying to take a bath with me. I must have gotten confused. So we just tried to kill him. So who knows if he might have been a good friend.
Yeah,
I talked to
you
that
may have
ogre
to do
guy.
my
He ended
bath.
up being a cool guy.
Do you like? Are you okay, bro? Like, you remember when he tried to eat you?
No, I'm actually not okay.
Oh,
I am well below half of my ability to stay alive. And honestly, I don't know how I kept any of my previous actions like coherent in my mind. I feel like I shouldn't have been able to, and it was an oversight in my mind that I missed out on. But yeah, I'm gonna need to heal up, or you guys might be in trouble if we get to another fight.
duly noted.
Oh, do
Perhaps,
we want to rest here?
yeah.
Did I have enough time to actually clean myself?
In the water?
Yeah. Or am I still covered in
Yeah,
ooze?
I would say you're half still covered in ooze.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go back in and wash off.
Okay.
A second snake enters.
Should
the
we
area.
check? Yeah, it's just
Yeah, no, there's no snake. You're fine. You're able to wash off.
And while I'm in there,
the-
I'll
the
use the
sticker on
opportunity
you.
of the water to manipulate the snake body and carve some steaks off of it.
Of course.
How many do I
of
get?
course.
I don't know. Go ahead and roll a d4. D4.
Roll a cooking skill for me.
That's
get one.
one.
Good steak. The rest
Cutlery
is
bonus.
just
What is the technical term of this snake? Just so I get it right in my inventory.
it's a giant constrictor snake.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
A larger version of the constrictor snake for which you rubbed a belly to put it to sleep.
A giant form, if you will.
I told you. I told you it was the same kind of snake.
I'm not worried about what kind of snake it was. It was giant compared to a regular sized snake.
Huge.
Are we
Well, we
are
handled
resting
it.
here?
I mean, I'd prefer not to sleep in the water, but I'd like to, get a little rest if anyone's cool with that. Otherwise, I could probably just take a health potion and get back up to where I need to be if we need to keep moving. But if there's no, I mean, how's Gunhilda feel about it? Does he want to keep moving, or is he cool with us chilling for a minute?
Do you need healing? Are you okay?
Like,
Gundren?
I don't feel too great. That was a big snake, big bite.
Yeah, man.
But I can continue.
There's
But
That
poison
whole
trees.
time you
my
thought your
secret-
name was Gundren when you're Gunhilda the whole time. It's crazy.
Wait, he hit you once.
Mm,
What do you mean?
not the good Hildra. But did I what?
He hit you once.
Yes. I don't know. You all are seasoned adventurers. This is not my walk in the park, I guess
What
you say.
what level are you?
What does
What do
this
you mean
even mean?
level?
How good are you at doing things? Like one type of
Mercantile?
good or like five type of good? No, fighting.
Not
Like, if
very
you were to
good.
rate
As you can
yourself-
tell, I've missed like every one of my shots, but we are going to get to my brother.
Why
I'm
are we
just
putting
saying,
numbers?
if you don't do a
We
lot of
will.
fighting and suddenly we're doing a lot of fighting, you might gain a sense of inspiration to make you better at fighting. I'm just saying. That seems like a big fight, not for us, but for you maybe.
Yes, but I feel like you're arguing against, you're counterpointing what you are trying to do. You want to rest. No, I agree.
No, I'm saying after that fight, you would have gotten stronger reasonably, in a just world that has a set of rules that one would apply to their lives. You have done a big feat, so realistically, you would be better at doing things. But, however, I would still like to rest.
I
They're
don't
two
think
separate
killing a
matters.
snake
I
is
think
that
I'm not
resting
sure
is
I follow. I
definitely,
might
like-
need some time to rest for sure. But yes, I you live life, you get experience. Yeah.
That's what I'm
I
talking
don't
about.
think I don't think killing a snake is a big feat, but
It is for a
Right,
guy
I would say
that
in
only trades
comparison,
furs.
It's a pretty
Oh,
big milestone.
Speaking
some
of,
say.
hey, Gundren, if I were to skin this snake, could you give me a good price on this skin?
I don't deal in animal hides. I'm
You're a merchant. You got to be good
of
at dealing with other merchants.
of mining equipment and mining.
What if I were to make them into a nice set of snakeskin boots for miners?
What?
Let's just say if we find the forge of spells, I'll buy anything off of you.
All right, and I'd like to spend some time skinning the snake.
Okay. I don't even have weights for this, but whatever. I would say because it's a huge creature. The skinning.
I'll get enough for like 2 sets of
All right.
boots. So
well,
like
Sure,
6 feet.
Like
feasible.
half of it, yeah.
Yeah, like
while
6 feet
we'll
of
say
skin.
it's reasonably
6
10
feet
pounds.
of skin.
yeah, while Nif
The
That's
steak
gonna-
is 2.5.
That's
yeah,
like
You just start
Nif
adding
is-
weights to all
100
these
pounds.
collections of monster things you're gathering. Because I imagine, if fortune tells me correctly, you're probably going to try to spin it to cook these things and get some benefits.
I don't know. Honestly, I'm gonna be
You
100.
can roll with it. I'm
There's
down.
no real end game to this. It just has been something he's been doing, so I've rolled with it.
I mean,
but
it'd
yeah,
be fun
I'll
to
try
see
that.
if there's like.
I have a
I
book about
imagine.
Slop of it.
hobbies, so I can look into alchemy.
Well, I was thinking, because like Ferg brought to me in the beginning, and he's been kind of doing it as well, where it's like a third-party herbalism and alchemy thing. So I'm sure there's got to be something
All right, I'll
for
do some research. See what I can find.
cooking
There is.
monsters, especially after Delicious and Dungeon being so popular.
Mhm.
Mhm.
If not, I'm sure KP has it.
Well, I'm sure the
I mean, he's
monster
running
has
a
to
mini
be-
campaign.
I'm sure the monster has to be magical and not just a giant
Mm-mm.
freaking snake.
I mean, then
No.
again, they also
No,
fought the
there's
what's the chicken with the
everything for
snake tail
everyone.
or whatever in the
Anything.
show?
Cockatrice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cockatrice.
Yeah.
So. Whatever.
Barry's gonna walk up to
See.
Gundren and say, he's gonna look at him and he's gonna say, "What you see in yourself is what you see in the world, and you were quite brave over there." And I'll heal him for 6 points.
All right. Oh,
By the-
well, God, my accent. Like I know when I'm starting if it's gonna go off. Thank you.
Oi, oi, bugger.
I gotta get Russian. Vladimir.
I'd
All
like
right.
you to
Yes, I
know-
like. I'm like, what's a Russian word? Yes.
It's a
I
Russian
think you
name.
I already
know
feel better. Thank
that
you.
when we started this, Gundren was never a Russian person.
Well,
You
I
have
think
morphed
I
into Russian,
started.
and now he's become Russian.
It's-
But he was kind of
Well,
just a
I committed
gruff,
to it.
accented guy.
He is new to common language. He's predominantly speaks Dwarvish. He's been
finding himself,
hearing
right?
through his travels for selling different items and working on different jobs for mining these different dialects and stuff. So he mixes them up often. He started with no accent, and then I added an attempt of it, like a Tolkien dwarven accent, which I guess is kind of like Scottish,
Yeah, I
Irish,
think you
and
were
then that
doing
failed, and
Scottish
then I
for
went
a
to like a
while.
gypsy sound,
Yeah.
and now it's Russian, and then some British today. Country's gonna come out eventually. Whatever area of my brain, it's like I can't connect dots to different.
Good
accents.
news, guys. I just did the math. I assumed that most of my steaks weigh about a pound. And so I am not over encumbered yet. So all is well.
Noise.
I have one sack of 165. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. I have 100. I'm carrying 165 pounds of stuff, but my pouch of steaks is only 26 pounds.
Only 26.
Only
pounds
26
of
pounds.
steaks. It's a lot of
Okay.
freaking
So if you
Yeah,
want to
it's a
rule
lot
that
of
a
food.
squid aberration tentacle weighs more than a pound, let me know.
If there's anything that I rule is more than a pound, it's probably the giant constrictor steaks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said 10 pounds. I have that. That's
Yeah.
included.
6
Then, yeah,
feet of constrictor skin. I mean, that's got to be like.
I think I said no. I
It's
said
got to be
10
like
pounds.
hundreds of pounds.
Yeah, I said 10 pounds for the skin. The
Right.
2.5 was for the steak.
Oh, okay.
I'm just throwing random numbers of how I would imagine these weighing. I don't even know.
It's
So
like holding your hands.
Hey,
Yeah, it's about
yeah,
this.
I'm like, yeah, holding 10 feet of snake scale, I would think would probably collectively be 10 pounds.
So,
Anyways,
how
what are y'all
long
doing?
Are we resting?
Should we rest
Yeah,
right here,
and
or
where
should
do we want to rest? That's a great question. Where
Oh,
do
we
we
just killed a giant snake
stay?
down here, so it's not like moving forward is going to be, or moving backwards going to be any better.
I think
we definitely need
If we wish to rest, I will stay awake and I'm gonna post up right up by this entrance.
Like I said,
I'm,
guys,
I'm
need
concerned about a
either
long-term rest.
I either need a potion or a nap, or else I'm gonna be attacking whoever's closest to me.
Perhaps maybe a short-term,
Are we able to regain
Quick
hit points
rest,
of-
yeah,
a
sure.
quick
short
rest.
Yeah,
Yeah, if we
you
could
can
short
spend
rest,
hit dice in a short rest.
it might be
An
more
hour.
beneficial and safe for the time being until we.
Plus help Gundren as
That's
well.
fine.
However-
We can take a little rest.
Oh,
whenever
okay,
you
yeah,
need
no, I'm
to.
cool with that.
Okay, well, they take a little rest. Sky, do you want to go poke our heads in here?
Well, I don't think we should. We can go up the stairs, but I don't think we should go further.
Yeah, we'll just see what the room looks like. Like, we're not gonna go in there though.
Okay.
I'll stay behind you and watch from the bottom of the stairs, since you can see in the dark already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Uh,
everybody else is doing a short rest, but y'all are keeping watch.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
my companion is also gonna stay back and
Yeah,
take a short rest.
I don't need a rest right now.
Okay, so Sky, I'm not sure. Can you even see past that barrier? Oh, it's a full-on wall.
Yeah,
Well,
it,
let's
as
just
as
remove
it
the damn wall.
lists it. Yeah.
So all of y'all kind of, do your things and just kind of sit there, and take a short break as, when you entered, it was around, I think I had mentioned it's like 3, 4 o'clock. Short rests, I believe, are also a couple of hours, so it's about nighttime. Sky, you hear from your standpoint, muttering from a room across from you. They all appear to have like a deep voices, but you can't make out what they're saying or how many.
Okay. I'm not gonna really speak. Can I just poke my head around the corner to kind of see down the hallways, and I'm gonna move?
Sure. So you see, why is there a random light there? Oh, I'm guessing it's like a cave-in aspect, but whatever. Sorry. So to the south, yeah, you see another cave-in of sorts. Like it appeared to continue downward, or in your reference, south.
Mhm.
And then to the north, you see another pair of staircase going upward.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to Barry at the bottom of the stairs and try and keep quiet, like usher him back towards the group. Um, what, what, when I went up there, there is a passageway in front of us. It is shut completely, but I definitely heard individuals behind it.
Hmm.
To our right is a caved-in passageway. I don't think anything's gonna get through there. But to our left is another staircase upwards. I couldn't see up above too much. I took a quick peek just to get a lay of the land, but the
Well-
immediate threat I think is going to be that doorway in front of us.
Yeah, perhaps if that's where there are some people located, then perhaps Gundren's brother might be a part of that group.
Mhm.
Willing, unwilling.
There were multiple voices, but I couldn't pick up any clarity of.
Were they speaking in like 5 different accents?
No, that's just Gundren. I think something's wrong with him after that snake bite him. I think
It's
he
funny.
went.
I was gonna specifically mention a type of accent. And I'm like, I'm not even gonna commit
Yeah,
yet.
don't
And
put
then you hold
yourself into
yourself
a
to
corner.
that standard. You gotta remember it. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go see how the brochachas are doing. Get on up. Go take care of this mysterious door.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Joe, once I wake up from my short rest, can I also use a healing potion because I did not get enough health to my satisfaction?
I mean, if you want to.
Yeah,
definitely
I'm
your
gonna
choice.
use one and just spend a whole minute drinking it, I guess, or 6 seconds, whatever it is. So that's 8. That's 10 hit points. Yeah.
Yeah, or whatever the full amount. Yeah,
Mhm.
two
2d4
d4 plus 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to make sure. All right. So I'll regain that 10.
Okay. So what are y'all doing? So
Yeah,
you,
up
basically,
ahead.
there's the you still have the pool in here that's being fed from water. There's the staircase going upward to the east.
We can
There's also the other passages south that you didn't explore.
try to investigate inside the water more. We could go up this passageway. There's a doorway up there with individuals definitely behind it. I don't know how many. We can,
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
we can
some.
either go back too, but
Yeah, there's some turns that we missed in the back, but
I mean, if
I
we
say
want
we
to
deal with the
deal with the people,
door.
then backtrack later.
Yeah, yeah, and definitely I say, uh, no. The water is a no go. Like
are,
it's
are you
it's
sure?
I
just
mean,
bad
it's
news.
safe now. I would definitely go in there. I was just bathing in there. If you
Yeah,
want,
I would just
take a drink. I'm sure it's fine.
caves, bro. Like especially ones that are
Where we can't
infested.
see the bottom of the water.
Yeah.
It's clear threats.
I say that we should probably steer away from the water for now.
Okay.
All right. So we want to go kill some dudes. Ragnar, we gotta go kill some guys. Get in there.
All right. I can't see.
We
Oh, I
that's
have
yeah.
fire, bro. You can see the fire.
Here I come. I
Do we
can't see
want
anything in
to?
front of me.
Real quick. I'm gonna do my hybrid transformation, so I'm ready to fight.
Where's this door? Oh, wait, there's the door.
How many
Is this the
hybrid
door?
transformations do you have per long rest?
Once
Or
per
is that
short
unlimited?
rest.
Ah, I see. I see.
Joe, am I in front of a door here?
Yes. Do you not see it from Barry's light?
There's something there. Oops. I accidentally opened it.
All right. Well, we're,
couldn't see
No,
fully-
wait, no,
I couldn't
no.
see,
I
like,
need
the
him to
full
open the
door.
door. Be like, "Is this a door?" And then
couldn't
he
see,
opens
like,
it.
the
It's just
I
the
need to
door,
just like
closes
lock
it.
all the doors
Yeah.
so then I have a choice to
Yes,
open them.
yes.
That's
Okay.
probably what I'll
That's
do.
all right. He's gonna kick it in anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Is that the plan?
Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna knock on the door and I'm gonna yell, housekeeping.
You are the most talent.
And I'm gonna
So
wait at the door. I'm not opening it.
somebody just opened it.
Oh,
Who
they
just
did?
did it? So I just saw a flash of vision light go into that room.
Oh,
It
I
might have
didn't
been.
open it.
All right. Well, uh, you so as you knock on the door and say housekeeping, the door within probably about 15 seconds or so, you hear the voices within quiet. Uh, they're speaking in a foreign language to you. Well, actually, no. I think you know Goblin, don't you?
I do.
No.
Hmm.
I know
Well, he's
Common,
by the door, so
Draconic, and
Well, I'm right
Elvish.
next to him.
you're 10 feet back.
Well, I didn't realize Tragal sidestepped, or else I would have been right behind Ragnar.
Okay.
Because Ragnar and I are kind of the front line guys. So
I'm gonna knock again.
I also speak
Housekeeping.
The door opens to reveal a room of bugbears. One standing in the gateway as he's like, "Oh, we don't have housekeeping around here. What the hell?"
no, you
And
don't.
then we get into combat. No surprise around though.
Dang it! You
I
didn't
mean,
even
if
let
you were
me play
busting
as
in,
maid.
maybe, but
Come on, man.
Real quick, I'd like to argue for me to get a surprise round since I have
hold on,
alert.
hold on with the rules. Oh no, it still has it. Okay. What's up?
I'm just arguing for me to get a surprise round because I have the alert feat. And I
Well, I
can't be
guess-
surprised.
If we're gonna go there,
Well, that's just that
I
you
mean, they're
can't be
pretty
surprised,
surprised
right?
that I'm not housekeeping. You know.
Maybe not the right housekeeping.
You're a ruling judge.
I guess I'm not understanding what you're trying to rule.
So the alert feat means I can't be surprised or
No, there
anything.
is no surprise round, so
Yeah.
nobody gets surprised.
Right, but I'm arguing that I should get one
Oh,
because
no, that's not the way. That's not the way. Alert.
You're arguing that
Hey.
you're alerted to.
I'm
the
alerted to
door.
be ready because Ragnar's going to push open a door and we know there's bad guys.
I didn't push open the door.
But he didn't push open the door.
Right, but I
Yeah.
know he knocked, so someone's going to come.
We all know there's
That's
bad
what she
guys, so we're not
Hey,
surprised.
if you don't
Yeah.
try, you gain nothing.
True. Now, if you were wearing a
honestly good
maid
logic.
dress, then you would get a surprise.
There you go.
Crap!
All right.
Now you know
And
what
there
to
it
do.
You are
is.
not alert.
Yeah.
So has everybody rolled? It looks like we got Ragnar, Barry, Trigal, Nif,
Do we?
Sky. We don't have you. Gundren, I keep forgetting you.
Barry, do you want to swap some higher up or you're good where you are?
I think I'm gonna stay here for now.
All right. No worries.
Only 10.
All right. So everybody's in there. So let's see if it just coincidentally ordered its way in there. Nope. Okay. Anybody want to move turns? Slash.
Yeah, if no one wants to go last, then we're good as we are.
Okay.
Okay. So we got 16.
See, Gundren has a red outline around him, so I'm like, wait, who's this guy? Who's this?
Unless you want
Oh, wait,
Gundren
no.
to go last, Joe. That's up to you.
I mean, not really. He's part of your party, so if you want to switch, that's your.
Well, I mean, it's a
feat.
collaboration between the two. Like they have to
Mhm.
agree. So you being Gundren, you would have
Sure.
to want to not go first for us.
I think it would make sense that Gundren would not want to be first.
Okay, then I will gladly switch with Gundren. So he
Alright.
gets a 4, I get a 16.
16.5.
Can I not add more channel? Oh, I already added channel points. That's why.
All right. So with that being said, Gundren or the bugbear towards the back of the room. They're all at the center, surrounded by or surrounding a metal brazier lit with fire as they're playing a game of what you are familiar with, Nif, as knuckle bones. They see that the game has since been interrupted. They smack the game pieces away as this bugbear here in the back quickly grabs his javelin from the side and chucks it in Ragnar's direction. A 15 does not hit. That is unsuccessful. So he is going to make his way. Let's see. 30, so, all right. Makes his way. Nif, you are up with this bugbear up next.
Okay, so I'm going to ask a question. I know we can move through friendly space. If I move 10 feet to this guy, can I then use a bonus action, nimble escape, to disengage? And then with that 10 feet of travel, jump onto the poker table? Because I do have the boots of striding and leaping or whatever. If you're saying something, you're muted.
I would explain why you're not catching on to what I'm saying. I'm like, there is no poker table. It is just straight fire. It's a brazier. So are you jumping into fire?
Okay, then I would jump in front of it then. They were playing
Uh,
knucklebone, so I thought it was like a ship's wheel.
So
you
you
know.
can't move through its space. So what were you saying as an argument to
Well,
that?
so I have nimble escape, which I can use a bonus action to disengage. So then I wouldn't be technically in a space, right?
And I think we rolled with because these maps seem to have tight corridors that if you're at a door, you can go diagonal. So I think it's feasible that you could do that.
Okay, so yeah, I'll move my 10 feet once there, and then
And
once to
disengage.
diagonal, and then leap in between
Okay.
these guys.
All
So
right.
I've used my movement, I've used my bonus action, and I'll just use a straight action to swipe at the guy to the south.
Okay.
And where's that? There it is. Ooh, that is a whole 11.
A whole 11 does not hit.
All right, cool. Help!
It quickly bats away your hand with a morning star that it has in its right arm as it swings. Doesn't hit you, but bumps the hand out of the way.
Good news is if they get
Splash.
me low enough on health, I'll go crazy in here.
All right, so on to the bugbear to the north of you, and naturally it's going to take a swing at you. 14
Does
to
not
hit does not hit. Deal.
I'm too quick for you.
All right, yeah. So it misses as you quickly duck out of its way as it swings across in a sweeping motion with a morning star. As you're going to naturally attack in a different between them two, kind of dodging out of their way. Ragnar, you're up.
Alright, I am going to. I'm gonna move into the room. I'm just gonna be. Oh, excuse me, as I squeeze right up by you. And then I'm gonna rage,
Excuse me, pardon me.
and I'm gonna recklessly attack the guy that's like here in front of the door here.
Okay. I need to like
Uh,
temporarily remove this door because it is massive and covering everything.
Yeah, I was trying to click me and I kept opening and closing it.
First one to hit is a 17, and a second one to hit is a 23.
Yep, those hit. So which one again?
The one that's like in the doorway still. This one. Here.
Western.
So he takes 8 plus 7, 15. What is 8 plus 7? Yeah, 15 points of piercing damage. Oh,
15
I'm sorry.
points of piercing?
I wouldn't have the second attack, so just the 17 and 8 piercing damage. Sorry, I used my bonus action to rage.
True. Okay, so sorry, you did 8 piercing damage?
8 piercing damage.
Okay.
For
Yeah,
the
so
record, Joe, I just heard thunder for the first time, so it's finally made its way down all the way to Point Siena.
nice. Yeah, it was pretty intense. It was downpour, loud thunder. Yeah, so as he opens the door, is like, oh, we don't have room service. You like quickly belt into there angrily and smack behind him with a war pick as he's trying to grab for his morning star on the ground that he laid against the door, uh, and it didn't grab it in time as you just whack him into the back shoulder with the war pick.
And now he has disadvantage on all attack rolls. Or a straight roll against
That
me.
is wild. I mean, I'll do it. I mean, it's
You wanted the
inevitable.
rule.
But we inevitably, like, for our organization, we have to inevitably learn these rules. So I'll do it this
True.
way, I guess. But that is wild that Wizards of the Coast were like, let's do every time there's a successful hit with this weapon, they have a disadvantage on everybody. But
Well, if
the
you think about it, it is
first
a
attack.
war pick. It's massive, so of course it's going to cause some extra damage.
Mm. I don't even know how to mark. I'll just put like so I remember, I don't know, a lightning sword on him.
Just put an arrow to the knee.
All right, is that in your turn?
Yep, that's it.
Also, it's such a bummer because this map is so large and your tokens are so small that the indicators are like covering y'all's images.
Over half, yeah.
Honestly, like from the view of the stream, the names and the health take up more space than
Mhm.
anything else. And if we are all
Yeah.
standing together, it's just a mash of everything.
Well, something that I meant to do, and it'll likely be done by next session, but the maps of thanks to Kyle again for the supplemental thing that he bought third party, but they have better maps and they're small chunks of this massive map. So I think it'll improve. I meant to do it this week, but I totally forgot. We were logging on. I'm like, damn.
Hey Garrett,
I
did
knew
you
there was
ever
something I had
change
to
the scenes from when we came back for break? Because
Oh yeah, there's no.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's a
Battle
no, Ghost Rider. They haven't seen any of
Well, luckily we
the map.
just started combat.
No
So, all right,
They
that
were
works
just
out.
going with theater of mine. I mean,
I guess
hey,
so.
hey.
Apologies,
Y'all, we have a
friends.
map. Sorry. You're like, what are you talking about? Icons and
Because
stuff?
usually I go from the monthly scroll to then the main DM screen where you're big in the middle to talk about the charity and stuff, and then I'll transition to the next VTT screen when we're going to that. But missed that step, I guess.
All good. All good. All right, so this bugbear back here picks up a javelin and chucks it at Ragnar. Ha! They're not hitting. 11 does not hit, so these javelins are just smacking into the wall before it even reaches the door. I don't know why it just. Oh, if I hit spacebar, interesting. It rolls an attack. Yeah, so the javelin misses. It makes it. It runs towards you to get behind you and an attack. Barry, you're up. With the next bugbear being the guy in the doorway.
All right, I'm going to cast. I'm going to use my Circle of the Seasons ability, and I'm going to touch Tragal, and you will be shrouded in flames. So you gain resistance to fire damage, but vulnerability to cold. And then the whole within 5 feet of you at the end of the target's turn, if they finish their turn within 5 feet of you, you rolled 1d4 damage for 5 rounds. So Tragal, you just see like heat start to steam, and then all of a sudden you're just like shrouded in flames. And I think that's all I'm gonna do right now. I'm not gonna move, and I don't have any other bonus actions. So
I guess just remember the 5 feet thing. I think we were pretty good about that last time, but like, cause I don't know, I must have a script enabled that is not allowing token auras to happen, cause it just resets every time I try to set it.
Yeah, I was confused.
Yay, roll 20. I don't know what's going on there.
Some weird update, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like it did work when I enabled all the scripts. I don't know how often we really used it, but
yeah,
whatever.
it did work the last time.
Yep.
All right. So that ends your turn, you said? Barry?
Yes.
On to the bugbear, the entrance. He's going to turn around and take an attack with the Morning Star that he picks up from the ground. A 15 does not hit. Oh my gosh. It's going to be one of those fights that not going to hit anybody, especially Ragnar, the most important person to hit.
Run through.
I mean, you all are all important, but not dealing
Just-
an
just
insane
to be
amount of
clear-
damage every time you hit and disadvantage.
Just to be clear, the only one that has disadvantage is this one. Everybody else would have advantage against me still.
That's
Yeah.
the one that's attacking you right
That's
now.
the one that's attacking you.
Okay. Unfortunate for him.
If anybody wants to give me a Twitch boon, that'd be great. Sky, you're up with the last bugbear, I think. No, the one right here.
Should be able to see him now that door's open. I will
Yes.
take a shot at him. One in the entrance, by the way. A 15 hit.
15 doesn't hit.
No.
As it when he's swinging, just happens to be the wrong angle, shoots to the back of the room here, lands in the wall.
Oh, hey, it looks like This random person named Bursasig G has contributed 2,000 to the advantage disadvantage and says boon to Joe advantage. Screw Ragnar.
Screw right. Wow. Okay. Wow. How kind of you, Bursa Sig.
Yep.
I'm then gonna tell Ursa, just do a quick whistle and tell it pounce. And it's going to run straight
Nice.
at this guy.
I think this is like the first time in a while it's been able to do that.
Get a full run up start, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Nice. And of course,
Oh,
it's a natural 20.
perfect.
crit.
Perfect.
Oh yeah.
So that will be 17 points of damage.
Oops.
Plus it will take an extra 3 point, or
Oh.
no, that's a natural 20, so that would be 6 points. So that's 23 points of damage. All of I think it's bludgeoning.
and
And the creature is now
oh,
prone.
never mind.
Well, I guess it's your choice, right?
I think it depends on what he summoned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
the bear's bludgeoning.
I would imagine.
Even with
bludgeoning,
big claws?
Piercing's probably the bird, and slashing, I guess the. Well, then
Yeah,
what
but
would be?
useless
Because
claws.
technically the
otter is
beast of the sea,
bludgeoning.
like
otter
you
is
can stretch
bludgeoning.
it with an
Yeah,
otter.
because he hits them with
Yeah.
his rock.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, a bear's hitting you with just its palm could break your bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's got claws in there. I would
So-
argue that bears more
That's
like
an
these
added
slashing.
feature. That's
Do
not
they
the
have
primary
the?
feature.
Do the
So
chicklets
Ursa
have
kills
large
it.
talons?
Oh,
Um,
just
hey-
fully pounces him.
Just to clarify here, I just realized that the goal was not met. We're only at 4,000 out of the 5,000 channel points, so you do not get any boon yet.
4,000 out of the 5,000.
Apologies.
I think we're
I jumped the
800
gun. Oh,
away.
no, never mind.
No, now
a
there isn't.
random chatter named Bard and Barb. Barb and Bard. Sorry, I get that backwards. Has
Who is
contributed
this random
1,000. So
person?
now we are
Who's
completed.
that random person?
There you
Uh,
are. So now you
Could
do get
never
that
know.
boon of advantage, Joe. As long as Barb and Bard
Or-
agrees.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was-
That
yes.
apparently that person also said screw Ragnar. It's weird.
All right, cool. It's decided.
Apparently.
Uh,
I don't see that chat message.
Must have been a private message to Ferg.
yeah.
yeah, they must have done that.
Everyone has their favorites, you know.
So Ursa had the first time in a while a running charge, but absolutely demolished this bugbear. What does that look like?
I think he was thinking it wouldn't hit. So, like, just completely pouncing, and the paws go, like, into the bugbear, and when it pops back out, it's blood covered, and it just looks back like a lost puppy at me, and it's like, and I just give 2 big thumbs up, and it just looks at everyone else with bloody paws now.
Nice. Bugbear is absolutely obliterated, like, well, dead. Like I wouldn't say Ursa just blew this bugbear into smithereens, with blood splattering everywhere, other than from the claw entries. But yeah, that just dives onto the bugbear, slams him to the ground as blood just pools around him, and he's not moving.
Yeah, just a pool starts forming.
All right, so I'm guessing that ends your turn.
Yes.
So the bugbear here is going to take an attack with its morning start. Excuse me. As this crazy wolf-like goblin dives between him and tries to attack him, he quickly retaliates with a morning star uppercut with 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
You will take 7 piercing damage.
So since I am in lichen form, that reduces to 3.
Oh, what the hell are you anyway? Get out here! Smacks you across the jaw with a.
I am your death.
No, we're room service.
All right, call you're up.
Servicing your death.
Okay, so Trigal is going to move in here, and now, oh no, I can do this. I'm gonna step over here and around here, and then I'm going to attack this guy because I'm trying to get out of where anybody else will, except the enemy, will take damage at the end of my turn. So, unarmed strike. Seven, I think, is going to miss. My key points are back after a short rest, so I will spend a key point and do 2 more unarmed strikes.
So the 19 does it. Yep.
19 will, I guess, will hit for 6.
Yes, sir.
And then from the flurry of blows, the 9 will miss. So 3 attacks, 1 hit, and then from that effect that Ferg put on me, any creature within 5 feet of me at the end of my turn takes 1.
It's at the end of their turn.
Okay, you touch a friendly target, so I'm the target.
Yeah.
So any creature within 5 feet at the end of the target's turn takes 1d4 damage.
Is that what it says? Then that's what it says.
Yeah. So,
And you're
yeah, so this guy would take 1d4 or 1d4. 2 points of fire damage.
All right.
6 points of punching and 2 points of fire, and that's the end of my turn.
punch damage.
Just wail him in the back of his head as he's going and taking a flailing of his morning star towards Ragnar. And as he goes to turn around, all of a sudden a rush of fire shoots out from the floor and tears up his legs as he gets burned. It's like, what the hell is going on here? I just want to play knuckle bones. Damn it! As he goes to try to swing his morning star at you in retaliation. And then you see a bugbear in the back, lazily just sleeping on the bed as he hears all this ruckus. Quickly gets up and assesses the situation, sees the closest thing to him, a crazy looking wolf-like goblin chucking a morning star in his, or morning star, a javelin in his direction. I guess technically chuck the morning star. So does an 18, yep, 18 hits. So sir, you take 7 piercing halved for 3. It looks like you're a little busy there, so I'll minus it for you. As he chucks a javelin, he's going to rush his way.
Are we talking to me?
Yes, 5.
Apologies. What did I take? You already took it?
Yes, sir. I minus 3. He chucked a javelin at you as it clips your shoulder and lands onto the ground, skittering below the bed up here in the north. All right, on to Gundren, which where the
is it skittering or is it? doing
it's
something
clittering.
Let me make sure.
So Gundren runs up 5, 10, 15.
Clittering and.
25.
Yeah. A new form of yes and.
He's gonna cock the heavy crossbow with a bolt. Wow, this just kind of just goes with what we've already brought into his conversation. He sucks at weaponry. A 7 does not hit as he shoots a crossbow. It shoots into the room definitely nowhere close to his target, which was this bugbear here. As it hits the oops, excuse me, where is he at? So his angle, we'll just stay straight ahead to the into the door to the back. So that does end our first round of combat, and we are at the top of the hour for our typical session length. So thank you all for joining, especially if you sticked around for the whole time. If you're new, awesome. Thank you for coming. I just want to quickly highlight that this is our weekly Wednesday game that we play for Phandelver and Below. However, we do put on other tabletop role-playing game systems events typically on Friday. I don't think we have any right now in the docket, but keep an eye on our Twitch channel's calendar for some of those. But again, if you're local, please come visit us. You can get all of our links and socials there at the bottom in our link tree for, excuse me, below the video there. But we do have some events coming up. The closest one is actually, I believe it's the closest one, is a side quest, which is usually a smaller format of our events where typically at our events we have vendors, we have a raffle for the charity, and then we're playing the one shots. But the side quests are more for our smaller venues that can't quite have that capacity. So it's a little bit trimmed down where it's just strictly adventuring, which is still awesome. But it's at an awesome first time brewery for this type of event. 12 Talons Beer Works. We just opened up a new table. It sold out very quickly. So if you are local and you haven't checked out 12 Talons, amazing spot with great beer, great ciders, and great mead
Indeed.
And
that
great
they all
staff
brew.
too. The people that
Yeah,
work
great stuff.
amazing.
Yeah, 12
They're big
talons are
advocates.
amazing.
Yeah, big advocates of us. They're awesome people. So check that out. Um, and yeah,
And even
without
if you
further
can't make
ado,
it to
I mean,
that, we've got our June 7th, we've got Copper Rocket. So that's going to be up in Sanford, if I'm not mistaken.
Maitland.
Yeah.
Maitland. It's way up there. So we do go all over the place when we have the availability. So sometimes we'll be closer to Lake Nona, like Eaton Abbey. Sometimes we're over towards Sanford and Maitland, like Copper Rocket here. So we're all over the place. So keep an eye out if we're not near you yet, but we'll probably end up somewhere near you.
Yeah, and I also do want to highlight before that May, so it's on May 24th for that side quest event. But I also want to highlight the before that we also have what I mentioned as a miniature paint and sip. So think of it like any other paint and sip, but you're painting miniatures. So if you have that massive pile of gray that you've been working at, you can bring a miniature, of course. But for the ticket, you get a free beer, you get a free mini, you get to paint with others and have some fun while drinking beer. That's also at 12 Talons. And what's a great highlight about this specific event is we have I'm it's escaping me his
Matt.
specific name. Matt from Monomyth Games. He is great painter. He's going to be first time instructor for this event. He's going to teach what's called the slap chop method. Personally, I am not aware of what this is, but
I've never
when
heard of
he
the
was
slap
showing the
chop, yeah.
result, it looked really cool. So if you're interested
Mhm.
in just learning how to paint, hanging out, or again painting that gray pile, it would be an awesome event for you to check out. And
And
that
if
is
you
in
guys
support of
don't
the
know
Fair House.
who Matt is or Monomyth, he actually DM'd our Castaway game that was featured a couple Fridays ago. And so he runs Monomyth Gaming, which they created the Castaway module for Morkborg. So he's very much ingrained in the TTRPG world. So he
Yes,
knows
sir.
what he's talking about.
Yeah. Before I got speed paints, I slap chopped, and it's a very effective and efficient and easy painting.
Is it like dry
System.
brushing over and over, or like is it different?
That's what you'll have to find out at
I
this
know. I
event.
guess I'm gonna have to buy a ticket because I have never heard of the slap chop method before. So I guess I'm the audience that they're looking for.
Exactly. But yeah, again, we do this every single Wednesday for 7:30 to 10:30. So we'll pick back up then. You all have a great rest of the week. Hopefully, we'll see you at an event soon. But if anything, those events happening after next week's session. Anyways, but we will see you next week on Wednesday. Peace out. Have a good night.
Audio.